Okay, we're on live. Yet again, subbing for BDU. Who knows if it'll ever be back, when it will be back, whatever. But it's your
yet again subbing
Wednesday hangout. And we'll just get rid of that problem. And I need to... I just woke up a little while ago. So all the regular things you're supposed to do to set up a hangout, I'm not quite tracking yet in my brain. There we go. Now we're good. Although I should turn that down before someone blasts my fucking ears. There we go. All right, so I assume people are going to filter in. Despite what the title of this is, we're not going to be doing that much shit talking. It's just a little fun joke for those in the know. But we'll see what happens when people start jumping in here. There we go. And I am monitoring the actual YouTube page. So if you guys want to leave comments, we'll respond to the comments as we go. Who knows how long this is going to run? I have no idea. I have a feeling I won't be on too long tonight. I've got other stuff to do. Kind of slept in. I apologize if my background noise sounds too loud. I've got a fan running, got a window open. Everybody's out for a drive today because it's too goddamn hot to sit anywhere.
Hello, Lee.
How's it going, Greg?
That's going all right. No real complaints. Sitting outside, enjoying the weather.
Nice.
Hopefully it doesn't get... Oh, Chris is here. See you guys.
So I wonder how much Vincent's going to whine about dings and shit tonight.
Hello?
Oh my God, guys! I'm trying to have a lap dance. I'm trying, and I can't keep checking my cell phone every 2 seconds.
Yeah, well, turn your fucking cell phone off and mute the goddamn Facebook. That's what we keep telling you, motherfucker. And you can't figure it out. I don't know if there's some sort of language barrier there. And we have Chris on here. How you doing, sir?
I'm good. Yourself? How's
Good.
my mic sound? Okay.
A little loud in the background noise, but
Really?
I think that's you.
That's good. Got nothing going on in the background anymore.
Yeah, that was you.
It was?
Chris, you're a bastard.
Anyway.
Chad's got a new dog. It's so cute.
It is. I brought my dog over there on Sunday. I had an open house for my house, and I brought my big dog with me, and his little puppy was a little bit scared at first, and then I would say about 20 minutes after it going in and out of the garage, running away from my dog, it ended up using my dog as a pillow.
Am I the only one that's hearing Chris really badly? Like he's very staticky?
Yeah, he is.
Hold on a second, let me fix me here. Wait, hold on. I just restarted my mic. How'd that sound? Is that better or not?
No, it's still pretty staticky.
Yeah.
Oh,
Check, make sure it's plugged in correctly.
I'll change my battery. Hold on.
Meanwhile,
Wait.
I've got a naked cat. Oh, come back
naked-
here. Come back here, naked cat. There you are.
Oh,
Shaved pussy.
did Kitty
The
enjoy
other one's
that?
shaved too, but I don't know where she is right now.
Did they enjoy being shaved?
No, they hated it. We actually did it under anesthetic because they had they had to have their teeth cleaned because they both have bad teeth. One of them had really bad teeth that she had to have a bunch pulled.
Ooh.
So we did under anesthetic. So they were under anesthetic for that anyway. So we basically had them shaved at the same time because they've injured our groomer a few times. So that's why I was in Niagara last week for fucking like 12 hours. It was awful. 11 o'clock. I didn't get home till about 10 or something. I hung out with Chad for a bit, but honestly, that was just
not fun.
I thought that wasn't just fun. It wasn't fun, but I felt bad for the guy.
Yeah.
But now I was already in a grumpy mood to begin with, so I'm just like, I don't know if I'm in a place to cheer you up at all.
Yeah. So what are you drinking tonight, sir?
I'm going to start the evening. I've been on a wheat beer kick. I bought like 12 wheat beers, and I know this isn't quite a wheat beer, but I'm having it is a wheat beer, but it's a Dunkel wheat beer.
Oh, yeah.
An Erdinger. I've had them all before, but I just kind of wanted to taste them all sort of side by side, or at least day by day.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I'm gonna give this guy a try and see what it's like.
Been a long time since I had that one.
Yeah. Well, you know what? I've been having so many hoppy beers like in the last couple months that I'm kind of sick of them. So I'm just like, I'm gonna take a little IPA break and go for something that's pretty much the opposite of an IPA.
Yeah.
How's this now? Something better?
It's a little better, but
still a bit staticky, my friend.
You're still staticky.
I got some shit going on in the background on my computer.
That might be it.
That's what it sounds like, actually. Now this smells like a dark lager. Let's see if it is like a dark lager.
It's pretty much what it tastes like.
Microphone check. 1 2 1 2. No, not better.
I think it's getting slightly better, but it's still not 100%.
Yeah, I think the signal's better. It's staticky, like there's a contact problem or something like that.
Okay. Let's see.
Have you tried peeing on your computer?
Not recently, no. I have not.
There's your problem right there. You're welcome.
Good mic.
Okay, while you're trying to figure out the technical stuff, Buckin5 says, how mad were you at the Ellsworth thing Sunday, sir? This is a wrestling question, so I wasn't mad. I didn't care. I don't give a fuck about women's wrestling, and I don't give a fuck about the Money in the Bank matches. I thought that match was appalling to start with, so I didn't really care about who won, honestly.
Okay, I didn't watch it, but was there something where a man won a women's title or something?
Yeah. He went up and he basically won the Money in the Bank match for the women for his girlfriend story wise, and but I mean it's like I don't care. I mean this is the company that's put a man as the women's champion before and heavyweights as cruiserweight champion and stuff. It's just silly crap. I don't care.
I mean, let's be honest. I mean, the women's matches are basically just to have a bunch of chicks going at each other in bikinis.
Well, for a while there, they were getting a lot better, and depending on what show you watch, and as far as WWE shows go, some of them still do have really great women's wrestling on it, but for the most part, it's kind of gone downhill again. So,
I mostly just watch the big events. I'm not really a big WWE fan, but Chris Lezak is dead. But I watch the big ones like Royal Rumble and WrestleMania, but that's about it.
Yeah, the only reason I even watch the amount of WWE that I do is because the podcast I'm on kind of covers that shit. So otherwise, I'd probably only watch WrestleMania, honestly.
Yeah, because you kind of catch up on the story and stuff.
Buckin5 says, how did you meet Jobber Radio Lee? Matt Zion invited me on because I was friends with Matt for a while now, and he knew I liked wrestling, so he invited me onto the podcast. That was basically it. They were looking for new people and stuff, and they were looking to get it kick-started again, and so, yeah.
And they knew you were a successful podcaster and you could get them a bunch of free hits.
Yeah, that didn't happen.
I just went and listened to the playback. I sound like a robot.
Yeah, you sound great now.
Oh, I'm good now? Okay.
Yeah.
I shut down half the programs in the background. I was doing some photo editing.
Well, that might be it.
That would definitely do it if you were using, anything to do with photo editing would just eat up here.
Here's my choice for today.
Yeah, which actually is a surprisingly decent lager.
Yeah, pretty good.
She's not bad.
I'd say it's right up there, Coors Banquet and PBR.
Yeah.
Hi, Joe.
Yeah, hello.
Average Joseph, how you doing, sir?
Pretty good. How about yourselves?
What's that?
I said pretty good. How about yourselves?
Good. What are you
Better
drinking?
till you got here.
Yeah, well.
I'm finishing up the Sierra Nevada mixed 12-pack, the beer camp across the world where they collab with 12 different breweries.
Oh, yeah.
I have 4 left. I'm going to drink 2 tonight. The first one is their dry hop Berliner Weiss that they did with St. Arnold Brewing Company out of Texas. And then later on, I got one that I'm very interested in. It's the hoppy Belgian style golden ale brewed with lemon peel that they did with Duvel. So,
oh, really? Interesting.
Now they're using Duvel's signature yeast in addition to the lemon peel. So,
yeah,
be cool to see what they come up with. That so far, the mix pack has been pretty much what you expect from a brewery trying to do a collab with 12 different breweries. All the IPA showed up about 2 months old, and a lot of the styles just. I mean, they tried to do unique stuff, and a lot of it didn't work. It's been solid, but I don't know. This is, I think, the 3rd year I've bought these, or they've done it, and I don't know. I don't think they should do them.
And if they do it again, will you pick it up?
Mm-hmm. I'm an idiot. I'm all right with that.
I believe it.
Well, I mean, if you look at the price point too, I think this was after tax $27 for the 12-pack. You're talking just over, like $2.25, $2.50 per bottle. That's not bad for $3.55 of something that a collab between Sierra Nevada and another brewery. I think that's worth it to try it.
Yeah,
it's not bad.
It's all right.
It's all right. They have a vintage style ale. The last 2 I have is a American style barley wine that they did with Avery Brewing Company out of Colorado, and then the last one is a vintage ale that they did with Fuller's. So be curious to see what that is. Yeah.
Yeah, no, that would be interesting. Yeah.
I almost want to age it, not drink it.
Well, that's what I would do. What's the alcohol percentage on it?
Fuck, I want to say it's in the 8 to 9 range. So
yeah, I would.
I could be wrong though. Let me look it up real quick. It is exactly 8.5. So yeah, I mean, you certainly could age it. I drank every other one fresh, so I'm like, well, listen, fresh as I got it, but what's one of those things where I want to drink it fresh, but not a lot of places break up this 12-pack. If I could get another bottle of that, it'd be great to drink it fresh, get another bottle of it and age it for a couple of years just to see, or like 5 years, like they always say, age their regular vintage ale, right? For 5 years, is it?
Yeah.
Somewhere in there. I think it's like 3 to 5.
Yep.
Yep. What is everyone else drinking? I missed.
I'm having an Erdinger Dunkel.
Oh, baby, Dunkelweiss, baby. That's where it's at, baby. Dunkelweiss.
Yeah, it's honestly not that good. It's like a black lager with a little bit more body to it.
Most Dunkelweiss are.
Yeah.
I enjoy because you usually get like this big banana bread character from the yeast, the banana. And then...
Yeah, those are the ones I do enjoy, and this one, unfortunately, I'm not getting that right now.
Yeah, that is the best of their beers, though, from what I can tell. I've only had two Erdingers, so.
Well, I've got the regular Weiss beer, so I'll be drinking that at some point. The one I had yesterday was the I can't pronounce the one that starts with AY. It's
Eyinger.
Eyinger, that's the one. I really, really enjoyed that. I've never had it before, and I thought it's probably one of the best wheat beers I've ever had.
Have you ever had their Celebrator or Celebrator, however you want to say it, the Doppelbock? Because that's fucking world-class amazing stuff, at least for me.
I think that's the big bottle one. I think they have at the LCBO
with the goat, with the little goat like thing on it.
Medallion around it.
Yeah, the medallion. Yeah.
I'm not sure if that's the one I'm thinking of, but the answer either way is no.
Well, then you need to get it. You honestly do, Greg.
Yeah.
If you're on this like fucking German wheat beer log or whatever, just get it now.
Yeah, that's one of the best loggers in the world. Like that's just.
Speaking of loggers, this fucking Freedom 35 is fantastic.
Because you like Coors Light, so it's gonna be in your wheelhouse.
This is fucking. But it's got a different mouthfeel and it's fucking pretty smooth. I like it.
It actually has a body.
Good. I enjoyed it too.
It's well made. Like didn't Chad say it was Wellington that makes it? I believe.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So they know their stuff. So they're putting out a better, basically a good craft lager equivalent.
It's going to be available for though. Is this going to be only a limited time, or are they?
No, I think it's year round like their whiskey.
I'd imagine.
Sell it.
I was saying, I imagine sales would dictate whether or not it hangs around.
Yeah.
So it's up to you, Chris, single-handedly to buy cases upon cases of it.
Oh yeah.
I gotta go to the liquor store before it closes. I'll be back. I'm just kidding.
Yeah, and I was drinking the Juicy Double IPA from Garrison. It's their new Double IPA at 8%, unfiltered. And at first, I thought it was one of these new Vermont IPAs or whatever the fuck you guys
New
call
England
it.
style.
Yeah, but I guess it's not. Although it does have New England ale yeast, and it does say dank, hazy, and lushly tropical, but. No, it was nothing special. It's just like incredibly smooth drinking for an 8% double IPA.
Nice. Yeah, it's that's the one thing is like when people talk about New England style IPAs or it used to be Vermont, but now it's basically New England, right? Everybody in the New England area is doing them. It's hugely different from someone saying this is our unfiltered IPA or filtered double IPA. Usually when you get a straight up unfiltered IPA now, it just has a little haziness to it. That's all.
Mm-hmm.
Doesn't look like orange juice or pineapple juice or something,
Okay, so maybe this roughly fits that then, but yeah, it was just kind of like unsweetened juice, pretty much. I mean, it did have a bit of hop character, but it was really just deadened a lot.
Well, the one thing you'll notice about, like I said, I don't think you've actually had a true New England style IPA. I off the top of my head, I don't think you had one. But no. That's what they have going for them is basically they're very juicy and fruity with a minimal bitterness, a little bit of dank character, and they look like juice. A lot of places doing the whole New England style thing now, they always forget the look, but at the end of the day, whatever. It's fucking all about how it tastes and smells, right?
Yeah. Well, then this is probably a dialed down version of one of those then, basically. Is what I'm sort of thinking it is.
Yeah, it's probably within the realm of a New England style. It just doesn't look like one. That's all.
Yeah.
But don't tell it to certain people. They'll flip out.
Yeah.
Oh, I'd love to tell it to certain people and watch them flip out.
Yeah, unfortunately, Joe, the Celebrateur is not saying I think I can get it at the LCBO. I'll have to go to the good old US of A to try it.
Next time you're in Michigan, you should be able to get it pretty much anywhere.
Yeah, I'll keep an eye out for it.
I want to say it's too expensive. I think I want to say it's a 500 ml bottle. So somewhere American, it's like $4 ish.
Oh, I think I can afford that.
Yeah, I'm saying it's not like crazy. It's one of those nowadays so-called shelf turds that just sit there. Awesome beer, but people are too busy buying the brand new amazing beers that are coming out, or so-called amazing beers too good to buy those.
Well, you know what? If I'm in the mood for a good wheat beer, Ontario carries some world-class German ones that are just shelf turds, but if that's what you're in the mood for, they're fucking amazing.
Mm-hmm. I think we're all guilty of passing up amazing beers on the shelf when you want to try something new. But the great thing is nowadays, if you want to go get it, you can at any time, really.
Yeah. So. Which I like. I don't like exclusionary stuff. Just let everyone enjoy it.
Yep. The only thing I strongly dislike about so-called shelf turds, it's like I'm in the mood and I want a Sierra Nevada Pale Ale or I want a Bell's Two Hearted or something that it's hard to find them fresh. on a regular basis.
Yes.
A lot of places don't rotate their stock, so like I'll go in and be like, man, I just want a two-hearted. Go get a two-hearted, and it's fucking 4 months old, and I'm just like, what the fuck?
That's the thing.
But
Is
I get it.
I've never really enjoyed two-hearted because I don't think I've ever gotten one fresh.
You don't like Michigan IPA. Well, that, and plus you're not a huge fan of a lot of Michigan IPAs either. You said for some reason.
I find a lot of them I don't like, but it's also been a little while since I've had that, so I don't know. I've come around to them a little bit.
Switching over to the Lake Wilcox small batch suburban trip.
You sounded super elated that you're getting a chance to try this.
Chad gave me all of his Lake Wilcox beers, all the small batch beers, and
he gave me his Great Lakes beers.
30% I like them so far.
So 30%, or like 33%, 1 out of 3.
Yeah, maybe 2 out of 6 so far. 33%.
Watching the expansion draft at all, Chris?
No, what's going on? Is it on right now?
They've incorporated it into the fucking NHL awards, so
for fuck's sakes.
Not a huge fan.
No, I'm not even gonna turn it on.
That's the spirit.
They took Kelvin Pickard from the Colorado Avalanche, first one they announced. It looks like.
The goalie?
Yeah, I think the goalies are going to be him, Fleury, and no, they're taking. They have a deal with the Islanders where they're taking J.F. Berube, and they're getting a first-round pick, and they have to fucking take up Grabovski so that they won't pick like 3 guys from the Islanders that they don't want to give up. So, apologize for the hockey ball chat.
Yeah, get out of here, you damn Canadian. Hey, did you hear a Canadian guy stabbed a cop in Flint?
Well, that's crazy. Canadian people don't do anything bad ever.
Oh, it was a Canadian terrorist.
Was Ewart in Michigan this week?
I thought Ewart lives in Michigan.
There was a report of a bearded homeless guy masturbating a lot.
That was me. I mean, that was probably Ewart.
That could be just about anybody on this panel.
Not me. Not me. I can't grow a beard.
I don't have a beard. I have no idea what anyone's talking about.
Don't make me change my logo, Joe. I'll show you.
I like your logo as it is right now.
You know, I'm looking for money. Anyone want to give me money?
Well, that's the whole purpose of this, is we're trying to raise funds.
I'll give you $25 if you shut down your YouTube channel.
Deal.
I'll give you $25 if you start one.
Deal. I'll make $50 and there'll be no change.
I'm telling Joey he's going to start.
Well, if I get $50 from every single one of Lee's subs, then I'll do it.
I wish I could get $50 from every one of my subs.
Let's start the telethon now. Thanks for calling. You're on the air. I want to donate $50. Average Joe.
Average Joe fun.
Yeah.
Well, I'll give you the choice when you donate the $50.
Either Joe fund me.
Well, here's what you can do, and we'll have a little word from one of our guests on the telethon here right now, the Macho Man Randy Savage. Here's what you can do if you don't want to give money without getting something back. You can click on our sponsor, DollarShaveClub.com. Yeah, you looking for a close shave? Yeah, well, Marty Jannetty tried to get a close shave by going through a barbershop window, and it didn't work out for him. But with DollarShaveClub.com, you get a razor every month. Yeah, and it'll give you the cleanest, closest shave you could ever hope for. Although I don't know why you'd want to shave hair off your face, because it makes you a pussy. Yeah, look at the Macho Man. I don't shave my face, yeah, and Miss Elizabeth loves it. At least when I slap her around a bit and she comes to her senses, yeah.
But wait, Miss Elizabeth is a zombie now.
That's right, yeah.
So's Macho Man, though, so.
Yeah.
Oh, they must make lots of zombie sex.
Zombie babies.
They weren't still married when they died, were they? They divorced?
Oh, they divorced long before that.
Yeah. She was with Lex Luger.
Yeah.
At the time. When he was a piece of shit.
I remember that old wrestling storyline where there's. What was that old wrestling storyline where there's pictures of her with one of the other wrestlers before she met Macho Man, and it was devastating him or something? It's like a early '90s.
there was a feud between him and Ric Flair in WCW where Ric Flair was like, "Oh yeah, stolen your girl, Macho Man. Here I'm at the pool with her and stuff like that," and they got him all pissed off. "Oh, I'm gonna kill you, Ric Flair, and rip your face off."
I would say Savage is the most jealous individual probably in wrestling history.
Which is strange. He's also one of the most least selfish as well. He was one of those guys who would put other people over. Like he made DDP's career and shit like that.
Well, that's the thing. I think Savage was an awesome dude, but when it came to Elizabeth, like he, way overprotective. He thought everyone had jealous eyes.
You got jealous eyes, Hogan. I look at you looking at her, and you won't come up to me like a man. You got to go through Miss Elizabeth. Yeah,
and that's the sad thing. The whole Mega Powers is probably about 75% legit. Like he probably thought stuff was going on behind the scenes.
Yeah. Let's see. No new comments. That's fine. Okay, now I'm drinking another one that might be more closer to the New England style IPA. It's the Pollyanna Wild Northeast IPA at 7.3%.
Is it a Vermont style?
How do you spell that? Pollyanna?
Yeah, Pollyanna from Two Crows. Aaron had a picture of it last week.
Aaron has pictures of lots of stuff.
Yeah. Dirty pictures.
Our telethon is still rolling.
But this is definitely hazier, but a bit darker than the one I previously just had. It's got barley, oats, hops, water, and yeast. And it's from Two Crows here in Nova Scotia. Tropical, fuzzy, juicy, hazy.
If you still did beer reviews, you could tell me how terrible all these are.
Yeah, well, it's too bad. I guess people just have to use their imaginations,
Most people don't have any.
That's true.
I want to thank Ewart for showing me this King Cobra guy.
His dick.
I haven't watched that yet, and I don't think I want to, just because I'll probably waste 3 hours of watching videos from him.
It's fucking bad, man. Oh my god.
Yeah, I haven't watched him yet either.
Well, at least this gives Chris something to do.
Oh no, I'm passionate.
He was getting way too successful in his photography and stuff. Now he can go back to trolling on YouTube.
I'm going back to the trolling. I found a new troll victim. Thanks, Ewart. Fucker. I wasted like fucking an hour of my time today while I was editing photos, watching this guy's videos, and I just wanted to cry.
Meanwhile, Ewart and Chris Peters are both in their man thongs, clicking a glass of champagne right now, being like, we finally defeated Chris Lizak.
Oh god,
it was
that was an image. Man thong.
Oh yeah.
I want to know why Radar was in a strip club last night with his cell phone on fucking sound. Like you're gonna hear anything?
He probably was so drunk he was at Guy's house and he thought it was a strip club.
But it was Guy.
All I know is that dude has some serious issues with technology.
Well, he's French. What can you do?
And to think, if you're a mother who would like some help to buy some baby supplies, he's the man to help you.
Exactly.
Just don't. If you're a mother and you need cell phone help, don't go to Radar. Please.
No. He wisely did not choose a cell phone company as his new profession.
The man has a vast amount of dick pics on his cell phone, and most of them are not even his.
What's funny is that Jesus Christ. What's funny is that he is like the third time he's complained about us being like little girls chatting or whatever his quote was. But this is the dude who at 4 a.m. was trying to do video chats via Facebook when people were trying to sleep because, they work.
And guess what we did? Guess what we did, Vincent? We muted it.
Yeah. That's it. Well, I already actually have notifications in terms of sounds turned off just so I don't get them. I mean, that's all you have to do.
Yeah, I usually turn off the BDU chat too.
Yeah. You can mute the conversation. You can mute any updates from it. You could just turn off notification sounds from Facebook. There's like 5 things you could possibly do so you don't get aggravated, and he has done absolutely none of them.
If, for instance, you just want to turn it off while you're at the strip club, you can just turn it off for a few hours.
Yep. I don't get it.
I want to know if he's. How come he has no beer in his fridge, but he's going to the strip club? I don't get that.
Maybe he's picking the really, really shitty strippers, and they're not costing him a lot of money to.
I don't even want to think about this, Chris. Chris, this isn't something we should broach.
Well, this is okay. We'll stop talking about it as soon as we. My final point is radar beer costs way too much in the strip club. Buy some at the fucking.
He's probably going to the strip club sober, and he's realizing his mistake quickly.
Yeah.
That thing. Well, I don't know about strip club necessarily, but I would argue that pussy is still probably better than beer. Like I don't know if strip club pussy is better than beer. That's one to think.
It's a toss up. Depends on what's happening exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's not just a. It's just. I mean, there's a lot of variables in that situation.
Yes, there are. Also depends what the stripper is going to do for you for your money, and do you want her to do it to you, and is it going to burn when you pee the next day? And
will you never know because you left your phone on and it kept on going ding, 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 ding? Who knows?
Yeah, and you lost your bone.
Mm-hmm.
One day you might find it, but now it's lost.
I'm drinking this Hoppy Golden with the Duvel. Lee, I think this is something you would thoroughly enjoy. I know you like Duvel, right?
Nice.
Quite a bit.
Yeah.
That's nice. It's not overly hoppy, even though they were going for like a hop forward Belgian. Like you still get that base Duvel yeast quite a bit. Nice banana and some spiciness and stuff going on. It's very good.
Cool.
I haven't heard any Hondas racing by yet, Greg.
Give it time.
We had one kid who almost curbed his Mazda RX-8 because he tried to take it too fast, and
that's on him.
Back end.
Stupid.
I mean, the car's got a whole 210 horsepower that I guess he couldn't handle, but
So stupid.
You're so stupid. I drive a Jetta with 125 horsepower.
Yes, but do you almost crash into a curb because you try to take turns too fast?
I can't take anything too fast in the Jetta.
Oh, nice. There you go. So you bought a nice safe car.
His top speed is 7.
I go 0 to 60 in 15 minutes.
Here's the thing, Chris. If you lower that Jetta, put an exhaust on it, and then put a few stickers on it, you will be a racing machine.
Yeah. I'd rather buy a chip and put it in there because it's stock, so I'll take a chip and then jump the horsepower 100 and then I'll go over curbs.
Yeah.
All you need to do is constantly blast Deep Purple's Highway Star out of your fucking car 24 hours a day, and you'll at the very least you'll convince old fogies like me that your car is fast. So if that's important to you.
I like how Lee said old fogies like myself.
Well, because I wouldn't expect anyone who's even 10 years younger than me to know who the fuck Deep Purple are or what Highway Star is. Unless they played
played or Guitar Hero.
Yeah, maybe.
Or like Rock Band.
But even then they probably go right through their heads. It's like
probably.
I liked the new Guitar Hero Live was pretty sweet. So you actually played in front of a filmed live audience, and depending on how you played will determine the outcome of the audience reaction. Like if you're playing like shit, the crowd starts booing and throwing shit at you.
A filmed live audience that was neither live nor real.
It was real.
It's still real to me, damn it.
Joe, he doesn't know Santa Claus isn't real. Shut up.
Oh, I never said he wasn't. That's on you, Greg.
Well, what shit are you saying, Greg?
What the fuck just happened?
Listen,
just fucking say Santa's not fucking real.
Listen. A bearded guy who wants to empty his sack down your chimney, totally real.
It's about as real as you can get.
Son of a bitch. This telethon is now all about bringing Santa back.
Yeah,
bringing Santa back.
I realized I should have set up my channel for Super Chat so we could do this telethon legit and see if people would actually donate money. That'd be the best.
Why don't you restart it? We'll all fucking join in.
I think it takes a while to set up Super Chat, so I'm not going to.
What the fuck is Super Chat?
Yeah, there's this chat.
Curious too. I don't know what that is.
There's this chat option now for YouTube channels where it basically gives you a little donate button under the chat feature where if you have a credit card connected to it, you can send people money for their YouTube streams.
Wow.
It's basically
That's something
the
Phil's gonna do when he starts his channel anyway.
it's basically the competitive thing with Twitch for YouTube gaming for the most part.
Yeah, oh no, and that's what I see when people are live streaming their video game play and they fucking people donated this much money. Is that what that's what?
Yep.
It's, well,
Their comments get highlighted and they get put above everyone else's comments. And
I'd just donate just for that simple reason, because half the time people don't read the comments.
Yeah.
So at least you'd be at the top. Kind of like when we were on the chat with Eric, a Lions fan, last week and fucking had Chris, Jamie, and you were all posting and no one was reading the comments for about 20 straight minutes, and there was about 500 of them. And there's the one dude on there that was super loud and didn't stop talking. It was great.
Fuck, man.
Was that me?
No, it's actually worse. Believe it or not, worse.
that guy was loud. That guy was loud.
Yeah. It was kind of like you, Greg, but all like you when you're, I mean, you're loud in general, but not like on here you're not too loud. I mean, you don't.
No, he was loud, like he was speaking like with the microphone.
Yeah, it was like, oh, guys, I'm like, dude, just all right. Number one, don't eat the microphone.
And he was in an annoying way where he had to tell you everything he was thinking. Like, I drank this beer, and this beer was good, and it was cold, and I drank this beer, and this guy told me about this beer, and it had this flavor, and I disagreed, and I drank it here, and then I stubbed my fucking toe, and then blah, 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 blah. Like, you don't need to know your life story. You can just give us a little synopsis of what happened.
That was the synopsis.
Just a little bullet point, you know. You don't have to give us like the fucking full fucking soliloquy or.
You don't have to say beer 15 times. You can.
Yeah, you don't have to reenact Hamlet for us, dude. It's just. But he was excited. He was, he's getting to chat beer with people. It was probably his first time he's been on a chat, from the sounds of it. So.
Well, considering that Joe found him online, and then I was like, oh yeah, that is him. he's a kid.
Yeah.
No, I didn't find him online. He told us his YouTube channel. It was his name, so I put it in and I found him. And he only had 4 videos up there.
By definition, you found him online.
I did, but it was like it wasn't like I had to search all that hard. He was like, "Oh, my channel's this," and I went and looked at it, and it was. And he was talking about his beer reviews, and all that was on there was like him. There was like a fucking camping trip to Wyoming. He had one of his videos. Like,
then there's one in a restaurant.
Oh yeah, what a restaurant.
Then Joe found his address.
No, I didn't found it. I didn't find any of this stuff. No, it was funny. I blame that all on Rajay. That's all on Rajay.
I'll put it on Eric A. Lions fan.
No, it's on Rajay. Rajay didn't have a chat, so we had to go to Eric A. Lions fan, and then his chat devolved into whatever it devolved into. I'm not really sure.
He doesn't seem to.
I ended up joining that later.
Well, that was, to be fair, he was live reviewing what was it, 1050?
Right.
And
so
yeah, he wasn't anticipating like a 2-hour chat about stuff, so I don't think he really cared.
Yeah, let's put it this way. It's when those guys, that group of guys, like the Rajay group, are doing stuff. It's not the shit show that like fucking Jay's fucking live chats always turn into, because 18 people are new on the chat and they don't know that they should have fucking earbuds in, and they spend 20 minutes trying to figure out who's getting an echo. Well, it's not me who's got the echo. Who's got the echo? Well, maybe I got the echo. Well, let me check. Maybe I'll log in and log back out. Jay,
oh my God, that one guy had the echo. We all knew who it was too last week, and then he finally left. I'm like, oh look, the echo's back.
Well, the one sad thing about it is it's very easy to find the echo. Just look at the guy who doesn't have headphones.
Yeah. And sadly in Jay's, it's like half the fucking panel. They don't have earbuds in, and they're just like, fuck. It's just like, fuck. Why are you even doing this if you don't have earbuds in? Like,
it's crazy to me, because I feel like it's, to me anyway, it's astounding to find someone who doesn't have headphones. They don't have an echo. Like, that's hard to pull off in this day and age. Because usually the microphone, most people have laptops, some have desktops and use tablets.
The only way they'd still have an echo is if they had their sounds set up incorrectly, and they're like they're like me, where I hook my laptop up to my TV to use as a secondary monitor, and I forget to switch my sound over to my laptop and have my earbuds in there, and the sound's still coming out of my TV, and that will fucking do it.
Yeah, it will.
And maybe some of them are just too stupid to notice that that's what they're doing.
Very real possibility.
Yeah.
Oh my God, Dr. Dave was on fucking Ron's on Jay's fucking examination.
I'll be right back.
Maxwell Star is here.
The fuckers.
How's it going, sir? What are you drinking tonight?
Dr. Dave's
Tonight,
wearing
drinking. Sec here. Drinking the Innocent Gun 150.
Oh, what is the composition of this, sir?
Mostly oak.
Mostly oak.
They say that they matured this brew in 150 oak barrels for 150 days, but all I got was fucking oak tannins. Like it basically masks everything in this.
Wow.
How's the wood beer taste?
Like chewing on a popsicle stick.
God damn.
That's always delicious.
No, so are you enjoying it, or are you just?
No, it's meh.
Too bad. Did I see the word maple on there anywhere? Like, is it supposed to have like some sort of maple character to it?
They said that they added maple syrup. Where does it say? It says in the box. Just a second. Where does it say? It says Mighty Red Ale was brewed with rye crystal and fistfuls of Goldings and Cascade hops. Fistful for the entire batch, probably. Matured, blah, blah, blah. Then we added 2 emblematic ingredients, a hint of Canadian maple syrup and some Scottish wild thistle, which you can't make out whatsoever.
Wow. Unfortunate.
Yeah. And to top it off, it was $10.
Ooh, no, thank you.
Ooh. Thanks for wasting my money.
What size bottle, Nick?
500 milliliter.
500 milliliter. Well, at least it's not a 330. That would have been really highway robbery, but
Yeah, it's not like you're buying a $10 bottle. It's just in one of those cardboard boxes like they used to be.
yeah.
But no, they give you a nice here I'll show it to you. They give you a nice one of the cylinders, the metal tops,
right.
And a big 500 milliliter looks like one of those Fuller's bottles.
Yeah, it does. Yeah.
But
That sucks. Sorry to hear it's not good.
yeah, it's so full of wood. It's more full of wood than Radar was last night around that round.
It's totally full of wood.
No, it wasn't. It was full of fucking.
Oh my God, Dave's on there with his fucking sunglasses.
That's hilarious.
What a putz.
Raiders full of fucking ghee.
I mean, geese full of Radar.
Tomato, potato,
Well,
potato.
you don't know who was giving the lap dance.
We suspect that our suspicion is that Raider was never at a strip club. That in fact he was just like semi passed out on Gee's couch, and Gee was giving him the lap dance.
Yeah, maybe Guy was just trying to shake him awake or something.
Yeah.
And the poor guy ejaculated on the couch. Now Guy's got another one of his many stains.
Yeah.
Oh, that's exactly what it sounded like.
I still love the title of this fucking the Hougly live right now.
That's pretty good.
Driedger-Coulter-Theriot Crippling Shits Telethon. Yeah, let's talk about the racist motherfucker. Oh wait, sorry. You want me to be a little bit more specific?
Yeah. Like I like
There's a lot of racists on here, especially Joe.
Did you read the description for this? Okay, so here's the description for this hangout. Raising awareness of this crippling disease on Beertube. The DCT Crippling Shits will strike 1 out of 10 Beertubers every year. Symptoms include prolonged racism, back-peddling, and shit-talking, despite their spines having degenerated so much that they literally don't have the backbone. Bouts of crying, trolling, cyberbullying, and bruised egos may follow. Won't you help spread the word about this problem before it gets out of hand?
Oh, that's brilliant. Jamie, Weekend at Bernie's versus Max Headroom. That pretty much sums up that picture of dude.
Wow. I think we should GoFundMe page to for support awareness.
Hey, might as well. It's about as bullshit as fucking Dave's one. It's like, okay.
I love how you called him out on
Probably
it.
wants a crack pipe more than a pacemaker.
Hey, what are you gonna do? Dude's a fucking hypocrite. I mean, fucking, he just constantly makes videos about, oh, if you ask for money on the internet, you know, you're basically you're no better than a beggar. You're no better than those bums on the street. You know, those bums that Dave used to walk around and give natural light to and make fun of and shit on the street like a piece of shit.
And you know what makes me laugh about that whole situation is after he asks for money, he should have pulled that video. It's that fucking stupid. Because I guarantee nobody saved that video.
I've got it saved.
Now you do, but before you probably did. Or did you have it?
No.
Oh yeah? Oh nice.
but I did remember that video, and the second Joe told me about that, I was like, oh fuck. I've got him.
Got him. I got you, bitch. And then really with Jordan and his fucking bullshit comments, like, and what is he stupid that you're not gonna fucking share that information? Like, come on. And I know you're working on something on Jordan. He's saving a lot of shit, and I love it. I can't listen to that.
Well, if I have the time, I'll probably do something for Jordan as well. But I mean, honestly, he's
that dude just thrives on attention, though. Like that's the thing.
That's the thing with him. He's one of these Kekistani fucking assholes who thinks he's a cultural warrior of some sort when really he's just a dumbass who in a hoodie who makes troll comments on the internet.
And likely has fathered a few of his sister's kids.
Oh,
probably. If they all look like emaciated fucking heroin junkie wizards, then maybe you could tell his offspring.
Yeah.
I mean, come on. I mean, how sad is it that one of his comments on the last one was, "I just had all these Trillium and I shotgunned one of them," and it's like I don't fucking care. I don't even know what Trillium is. I don't give a fuck.
It's like those guys
that was meant to aggravate people. I'm pretty sure.
It's like those guys. It's like those guys on YouTube that they buy a new device, whatever it is, a PlayStation 4, Xbox One, or whatever. When the day it comes out, and then they smash it in front of a bunch of kids.
Yeah.
Make them sad because this 5-year-old kid wants his new Xbox and he can't get one because they're sold out. It's like, well, I don't know. Congratulations, I guess. Like, well, you've accomplished something.
I'm not even convinced he actually shotgunned that beer because if you check, there's like a hard cut in that video where he cuts into the can and puts it up to his mouth and then it cuts and then it shows him emptying it. Like he probably just fucking opened the can and poured it beforehand and then cut into it and then pretended to shotgun it.
Oh, I didn't fucking know it. I'll check it out.
He's that goddamn weak sauce. All right, let's see what else we got here on Facebook. Weekend at Bernie's versus Max Headroom. Yeah.
Almost an accident. But no thanks.
God damn it. He is such a silly fuck.
Maybe he needed that for his fucking GoFundMe for his cataract.
I look forward to watching that hangout, see how much YouTube drama Jay and Dave don't get into because they said they were done with it.
Oh no, I guarantee you somebody must have brought I actually want to watch that just to see if your video got brought up tonight on that. Honestly, like I would not surprise me if somebody mentioned something on there like about that whole fucking his funding for his pacemaker.
Yeah.
Flashlight.
The one thing that gets me is like he doesn't have health insurance. Is he one of these wankers that opted out because they didn't want Obama in their lives?
Most likely.
And yeah, I mean, like now you realize why you have this thing in the first place. Like,
Now you see, the thing is, he doesn't realize.
We have nothing to worry about. They'll get you one.
Here's what I don't understand. You need the pacemaker, but you can always pay for fucking health insurance. So why the fuck don't you?
Do they cover you if you already have an existing condition?
I don't know.
Yeah, here's the thing. He's had an existing condition, so that probably fucks him right there. But I mean, he's this guy who says, he's well off. He's got money. Like, what the fuck?
Not that well off.
I wonder what his GoFundMe. You want to check that for me? We'll check
go fuck himself page.
Funny thing is, I mean, his GoFundMe page, last I saw it, isn't he already at like $3,000 or something?
Yeah, he's getting there. So he's got a bunch of people. Like, I think he posts like pictures of his fucking cat on like these like cat posting groups on Facebook. So he's got a bunch of fans that way. Where and you can tell like his GoFundMe molded after that. Like, Baby Kitty needs to raise money for Cat Daddy.
Cat Daddy.
So I pretty much guarantee the majority of people who donated money to that are like the fucking lonely old housewives and shit who like cat pictures, that are fans of his cat pictures on those groups.
You totally find these cat groups that he's part of, and then post his rant and raves below them.
Yeah, I'm sure a lot of them don't know the other side of Dave, where he's basically just saying, black people this, black people that, get out of my country, you turban wearing whatevers, and fucking. But whatever.
Well, he needs a pacemaker because
Yeah, he needs a pacemaker.
It's not his time to die yet because.
And I mean. He's one of these guys who always talks about how everyone should fend for themselves and pull themselves up by the bootstraps and stuff. But he's this guy who all of a sudden his life of ruining his fucking heart and his fucking health all of a sudden is coming back to kick him in the ass, and now he's begging for money.
Hi, Jamie.
Hello, my friends.
How you doing? What are you drinking?
Oh my God, it's Dr. Dave.
Yes. Taking over my body.
Oh.
Nothing right now.
Oh, man.
Actually have to head out in a few minutes, so I just thought I'd pop in and say hi. But I might be back on later, and then I will definitely have a beer.
Right on.
He's promising stuff he can't deliver.
Oh, I can deliver.
You said that before, and you didn't mean it.
Didn't mean it.
I need commitment, Jamie.
So you guys aren't talking shit about Sir Cat Daddy, are you?
No, we're trying to help him out here. Don't you see this is a telethon? We're trying to help raise money for him.
He's such a nice guy. I've seen his pictures of Baby Kitty. Man.
Yeah. Yeah, he's a good guy.
I've never seen the pictures. The kitty cat pictures. Only his tirades on the internet.
Yeah, no, he posts his kitty stuff to Facebook, and he posts it to like cat groups and shit like that.
Yeah. And this is the only time I'll utter his name, but fuck Jordan. Like
Indeed.
A fucking loser.
Just be careful not to say his name 3 times, and he'll show up in the comments.
Yeah.
It's the ugliest creature I've ever seen.
I can't wait till I go on a
his
trip.
Trolling is stupid. He's not good at it. You should just quit.
Yeah, when all of his trolling consists of copying memes and stuff that other people posted, you've already failed. This is fuck, dude.
I tell you, I'm going on a road trip. As soon as my house is sold, I'm taking a road trip. I'm taking my 125 horsepower Volkswagen Jetta.
Yeah.
I'm driving west. I've never been to BC. I'm going to take a road trip to BC, and I'm going to stop in, I don't know, maybe I'll stop somewhere in Manitoba. Maybe I'll stop somewhere in Alberta. And go see my cousins in BC.
You should take Chad and Nick with you.
I'm not fucking taking nobody.
You doing a beer?
I might take my kitty.
Doing a beer meetup with Chris Peters?
As soon as you get all this money, you're gonna do the Silent Jay and Silent Bob thing and go kick all their asses.
Yeah.
I don't
Alberta, gonna go Brandon.
I don't know what you're talking about for sure.
Chris Peters dual review.
Dildo review.
Yeah, I want to see you on Chris Peters' channel. That'd be
Dildo review.
You know how fucking hilarious that would be if I showed up on a fucking Chris Peters channel?
That would be the best.
Oh my god, I would be I'd die.
The entrepreneur dollars would come rolling right in. It's just
The entrepreneur basement hour.
yeah. Maybe you could show him how to use his fucking green screen for fuck's sakes. He's only had it for like how long now, and he still hasn't used it, as far as I can see.
Well, maybe he should fucking learn how to do some proper video editing.
Yeah. Albino Rhino's in the comments. He said, I thought Chris was going to come to the trade of 6 Radlers and 2 12s of PC non-alcoholic beer for my beer fridge contents.
What?
What?
Yeah, I don't remember you mentioning even that at all to me, Chad. So
I think he's trying to set something up here.
Yeah, a fuck date.
free beer.
He's trying to get you in the asshole.
That's so creepy when you say it that way, but fantastic.
Yeah. Well, it can be nothing but creepy, but you know.
In the asshole, sailor.
I don't understand what the trade is there.
Basically,
Non-alcoholic beer.
basically you're getting all the you're getting all the cool stuff out of his fridge that might be left over for 6 Radlers and a bunch of non-alcoholic beer.
I'll be over tomorrow, Chad.
Nice.
Yes, actually, it's kind of a steal, really.
Yeah, I'll be over.
Yeah, it's not bad.
Well,
I
actually,
wish-
actually, what's left in his fridge? You got to kind of get the contents first.
Chad, what's left in your fridge? Why don't you put it in your comments? In the comments.
It's a rhino semen that he's been saving for a while.
All vials of it.
And you get a free turkey baster.
Been used though. It's been used.
All the leftover nut browns from the 2016 Albino Rhino Beer Festival.
And
Anyways, I got to head out. I'll probably be back on later, guys.
All right, later, Jamie.
See you, brother.
and some weird broken coat hangers. I don't know why.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh,
There's some hair stuck to this coat hanger. What's going on here?
Oh my god.
What's that coat hanger smell like? Was this used in the States for an abort? No, I'm not going there.
oh, he almost said the A word.
I fucking come back and nicking his inappropriate comments all the time.
The worst part is it
Joe,
wasn't
how you
even
doing?
me.
For fuck's sakes, Nick, you monster.
Settle down, Joe.
Settle down.
Well, just promoting Planned Parenthood.
Yeah, I come back and I hear coat hanger, abortion, and it's Nick saying it.
Also, yeah, I'm gonna argue, Nick. I don't know if coat
It's
hanger
the end of
abortion
time,
is necessarily considered Planned Parenthood.
Unplanned. I'm just saying it's the end of times, Joe.
Well, it is it?
You know, the best way to compensate for an accident is just take the lady up to the top of the stairs
All right,
and
let's cut off Greg right now.
do some
Please. Greg, cut him off.
do some kickboxing in the coat hanger factory.
No.
Help.
Yeah.
Yeah, this chat was so unoffensive until I got here.
Yeah. It was,
No, it's all Nick.
Almost. It was riding the line until you pushed it over it.
No, Nick, you fucking pushed it over the edge, and then Greg just followed suit. That's all.
Yeah, you just instigated me, Nick.
Well, you started guys going on with coat hangers.
I don't think anyone went on about coat hangers.
No,
other
I
than
think you brought up coat hangers, Nick. I think you were the one who said coat hangers, if I do recall correctly.
Well, you don't. So.
No, you don't, because I did.
Oh, did you?
It was me,
Well,
but he went on.
I'm still. Oh, okay. Well, I'm gonna still blame Nick.
That's fine.
That's the easy way to do it. That's what I say. Blame Nick when in doubt.
And
Yeah.
this is not a
I'm
chat,
gonna
this
go
is
get
a
another-
telethon.
Yeah, I'm gonna go get another beer, and I expect this to be resolved because we got to be on game here, folks. We have to raise awareness. We have to raise awareness for the Driedger-Coulter-Theriot Crippling Shits Telethon.
Should we banish Nick from any sort of human interaction?
Is it Derringer or is it
I don't know how his stupid ass last name is. Driedger. I don't know.
No, I always thought it was pronounced racist.
Yeah. I don't know.
Wait, when are we getting to the Canadian beer news?
Oh,
We're
I
not.
got it. Oh, we got a bunch of it.
Yeah, there's beer. There's
Yeah.
new breweries opened, a couple closed, and there's some new beers out there. Go get them.
Good, Joe. Tell us some more details.
Start discussing.
I mean, It'll be about 2 hours long, but I could totally do it.
And go.
Who's in charge?
Well, Lee was, but he left, so it's like basically the inmates are operating the prison.
Chad's in charge.
Chad's
what?
not in charge. Chad's in charge of Boris, and Boris is a full-time responsibility.
Yeah, he put in the chat that his dog refuses to shit or walking. Well, I don't believe he doesn't piss. For one thing, dogs will piss everywhere when they're walking, and
That's not right.
and shitting. Yeah, I can see that. My golden doesn't like to shit on walks unless we're on a super fucking long walk. Then he'll shit.
I thought you were going to say unless you kicked him.
See, my dog, if I know he hasn't shit within the first few houses, I know he's not going to shit at all on the walk. He either lets it out or not at all.
Well, he's still young. He might just be nervous.
Yeah, he's
Well,
pee shy.
he's shitting in the backyard, which is one mistake that Chad started doing. Is if you don't want him to shit in the backyard, you want to shit him on, go for shits on walks, and take him for more walks. Simple.
Listen,
Go
go
ahead,
ahead.
Joe.
No, go ahead, Greg.
I was just going to say, usually I think they say, like, if you feed the dog within 20 minutes or so, you should take him for a walk, because that's usually when they'll shit.
Well, I believe it.
Oh, here we go.
I believe. Oh,
Motorcycle club just came by.
I think that's the perfect segue into
And then
Canadian beer news.
and then there's a lady on her moped. It's kind of sad.
Brothers Brewing Ale House opening today in Guelph, and this was
Yeah.
June 13th. Brothers Brewing has announced that its Brothers Ale House taproom and retail store in Guelph's. Guelph's. I forgot how Chris. Guelph's iconic Petrie building will open to the public today, which was June 13th, so over a week ago, for the first time. Founded in 2014. True fact, this is not an article, but I will add it. They were at the Albino Rhino Beer Fest, I think, a couple years ago. I remember them being there.
Oh, brothers.
Almost
Brewing,
positive.
Yeah, I think
By
they were-
twin brothers Asa and Colton Provo, who were later joined by partner Michael Bavon. Brothers has been operating on a contract brewing model while a brewery location was found and renovations and construction took place. Located at 15 Wyndham Street North, Brothers Ale House will be offering draft, or as like some people say, drought, wrong, and bottle sales of various beers, including Tropic Thunder Pale Ale, Berliner Weiss, and Space Beer Black IPA, along with others. The venue also included a kitchen that will be operated by Little Mushroom Catering. Brothers Ale House will be opening today, June 13th at 4 p.m. For more details, see the Brothers Brewing website and Facebook page.
that is or more.
Oh, you have no idea how much more there is right now.
Okay, go.
I mean, I could, and I will. So, Muskoka Brewery launches Antler Ale exclusively at Deerhurst Resort. Deerhurst Resort has announced the launch of a new beer that is being brewed exclusively for its licensed venues by Muskoka Brewery. Antler Ale, clever. You see what they did there? Antler Ale, I like it. Is described as having a light and refreshing body with hints of caramel and toasted and toffee malt notes that coat your tongue. Greg, that's you. Before finishing with a gentle but present bitterness. The name is a natural, and after deciding to rebrand Steamers to the Antler Steakhouse to connect it more thematically to the resort's identity and reflect a dining experience that is definitely geared toward the carnivore crowd, it worked even better, said Steve Flagler, Director of Operations at Deerhurst Resort. The name aligns with our rustic side. Nick is a gross. Deerhurst Antlers, it all just worked. Antler Ale is available now on draft or drought, as some people like to say because they're stupid, at the Antler Steakhouse, Compass Grill and Bar, and Maple Patio at Deerhurst Resort. I think that Deerhurst Resort is such a terrible name. I don't ever want to say it again.
Deerhurst is fine. That sounds like Joe. That sounds like Joe just described a black man ejaculating on my tongue.
Wow.
What?
And that, my friends, is the perfect segue into the Exchange Brewery releasing a gluten-free saison.
Yes,
Niagara on the
Oh,
Lake, Ontario.
yeah.
The Exchange
Fuck,
Brewery has announced the release.
I blew that comment one story too early.
Yes, you did. The Exchange Brewery has announced the release of a new beer suitable for those who, quote, have a gluten intolerance, a specific diet to follow, or are just looking for a good and well-balanced saison
Or
beer
just
this summer.
hipsters.
A gluten-free saison is a 5.8% ABV and 19 IBU saison brewed with sorghum and buckwheat that has been tested to be below 10 parts per million gluten, which is suitable for gluten-free diets. It's described as having a, quote, nutty and earthy flavors that blend with sweet sorghum, dark Belgian candy sugar, and herbal hops, Hallertauer and Styrian Celia for the balance of sweetness while maintaining a fresh, refreshing finish. Gluten-free saison is available now in 750 milliliter bottles at an exuberant price that you don't want to pay at the Exchange retail store and online ordering service.
Exactly, Joe.
I'm gonna have to go there and say hi to Megan and buy a bottle and try it.
And then what you're gonna do is put that bottle right up her pussy.
Oh, hey,
It just got quiet.
Yeah, apparently.
Actually, this is pretty cool for Ontario. For you specifically, Greg, because you're the only one here in Ontario other than Chris, and Chris doesn't drink good beer. So here's the thing.
No, he doesn't.
Two Roads Brewing Company out of Connecticut is going to be coming to Ontario via Liquid Art and Supply.
How exciting!
They make pretty good stuff. They used to be Two Roads used to be I think they still are. They do a lot of contract brewing for a lot of companies, but they started actually putting out their own stuff, and some of it's pretty damn solid. So, basically, that Liquid Art and Supply is a new import agency affiliated with Collective Arts. So they're going to be bringing in Two Roads, and will be launching this month. So. They had two takeover events, Monday, June 19th at Get Well, and then June 20th at The Only in, I guess that would be Toronto, yes.
Yeah, so, I think The Only, if I'm not mistaken, I think that's in the Danforth area.
Yeah, it says 972 Danforth Ave, and the other one's on Dundas Street West.
Then yeah, I'm correct then. Yeah, Dundas Street West. Well, Dundas Street West would be closer to me then. Danforth is way on the other side of Toronto for me. I only go there occasionally.
And one last piece of information, because I don't want Lee to lose all of his 2 viewers or whatever. I don't know how many he's viewing right now. Actually, there's 3. I was wrong. Sorry. Bose, in continuing and making the most basic average beer possible, they are continuing their farm table series with a saison, and it's a 4.7% ABV farmhouse ale with the following description: saison, pour slightly hazy pale yellow with a dense white foam. Aromas of tropical fruits such as pineapple intermingle with white pepper and classic farmhouse character, peppery and fruity. I'm not gonna read the rest of this. Bose, fuck off.
Okay. Basically, it's a Bose beer. It's probably more expensive than you want to pay for a beer with a nice label.
Yeah, the finish is brisk and lively. How about you make better beer? Yeah. So, I mean, grocery stores though.
Is there any brewery went from a couple years back they're pretty decent, they came out with some good stuff, to just being like, eh. It's like, oh, they came out with another shitty beer. Oh, look, they have a barrel aged beer with like 18 different lagers that have been barrel aged in 20 different barrels, and they're all blended together.
Yeah, that's the thing about Bose. I mean, 3-4 years ago when they started making innovative stuff, especially in Ontario and Canada, everyone was down with it. I mean, I remember beer mails being sent to Lee and fucking Nick and Chad doing all kinds of reviews, and everyone drinking, being like, wow, this is cool. You don't see this. And now they're like the exact opposite. They're coming out with the most boring fucking shit possible. And then when they do try to venture outside the box and say go crazy with the barrel aging, they do it the incorrect way. They're like, oh, we totally have this 5% lager. You know what it needs? What? A cognac barrel? No, it doesn't. The 5% fucking lager. Oh, well, while we're at it, why don't we just throw in our fucking Kolsch? We'll maybe mix in a quarter Kolsch, quarter barrel aged cognac fucking lager, 5%. A quarter of a Doppelbock and a quarter of, what do you like? Oh, you like saison? We'll put a quarter of saison in there. We'll fucking charge $87 for a bottle, and we'll see how shitty it can be.
You know what they are now? They're basically Mill Street with no corporate control.
They kind of are. You're totally right.
Yeah. It's just,
hey, but at least their booth babes are hot.
They are.
Yes, that they are. They have these things called boobs, which are fun.
Yes.
I don't know. Nick's not a huge fan of that.
Nick hates tits. Hates them.
Fuck you.
Hates them.
Yeah, he's a big fan of penises. Not that there's anything wrong with that, but that's what he told me.
There's nothing wrong with enjoying dick.
No.
Yeah, but you didn't
put out, Greg.
You didn't finish his sentence, so there, Joe. What he told you was that he's a fan of his penis.
Oh, he did tell me that.
Okay. See. Now it all comes out.
Oh, we actually have.
When it comes to my own penis, I prefer to be hands-on.
There you go.
Nick, I would just like you to do one thing, and that's stop being a gross motherfucker.
Settle
Please.
down, Joe. I'm gonna have to ask you to settle down.
Nick, I asked you first, and you didn't. You just got grosser by the second. That's not cool.
You just started talking about my penis, and then
Yeah, and of course, Nick, we're
I'm glad I
just
did.
talking about your penis innocently, and you're bringing up masturbation. Come on, dude. Like, that's not cool.
well, I didn't say a thing about masturbation.
You know
Oh,
what? You know
you
what?
were-
You know what penis and Nick has in common?
They're both
Great segues into the next Canadian beer news topic, which is Nickelbrook announces 4 Funk Lab one-off beers for the summer of 2017.
Oh, how exciting. I won't buy any of them.
Following quickly on the launch of its Funk 101 Summer School Mix Pack featuring 4 sour and funky beers, Nickelbrook Brewing has announced details of 4 new limited edition beers from the Funk Lab series that will be released in the coming weeks. The 4 beers, with release dates and descriptions, are as follows. Number 1, Proud as Funk, released June 17th, so it's already a week overdue. Named in honor of the LGBTQ community celebrating Pride this month, this beer is a Flanders blend of red and brown sour ales aged for 2 years in oak barrels, blended and then matured for an additional 3 months in the fermenter. Number 2, With Glowing Hearts, released June 23rd, which is 2 days from now, a cherry golden sour brewed for Canada's 150th birthday. It's described as Nickelbrook's house golden ale aged for 2 years in oak before spending 4 months on Montmorency cherries, then bottle conditioned for an additional 2 months. Number 3, Bastardized Apricots, July 7th. That's the day, Bastardized Apricots. Listen to this bullshit. It's an apricot summer stout that is light. That is light and fruit forward at only 24 IBUs. This stout spent 3 weeks. Holy shit, 3 weeks on apricot puree from Oregon, leading to a distinctive summer vibe. And last but not least is Redshift, released July 14th, named after the scientific phenomenon of when a light from an object increases in wavelength and shifts to the red end of the spectrum. Redshift is a cherry dark sour with funk and tart characteristics, distinct chocolate malts, and a dark red fruit backbone.
Do you think
Okay, let's
professional writers in there to fucking come up with these fucking descriptions? Like, seriously, the red side of the spectrum? Come on, really?
No, I don't think they get professional writers. I think they get people who think they know what they're saying and writing that shit.
I'm confused, Chris. Were you asking a question about when they would be available? Well, I got this. All of the new Funk Lab beers will be available in bottles at the Nickelbrook retail store in Burlington on the dates noted above. A limited number of kegs will also be produced and made available on tap at select craft beer bars in Ontario.
My apologies. I thought you were finished.
Oh, I just thought you wanted to know when they were going to be available and where.
You know what?
I gotta say, it's a little fucking disturbing how damn good at this Joe is.
Yeah, it's like he's watched and studied the Rhino for years now.
And it sounds like he's preparing to do his own channel.
Could be.
One of those 3 things is correct. I'll leave you guys to figure out which one it is.
Okay, let's go back to this for a second, though. What summer stout?
Yeah, and it's actually called Bastardized Apricot, and they're calling it an apricot summer stout. I don't even think it's going to be actually the color of a stout unless you're doing the whole like white stout thing.
Okay, so I'm not big on like, you know, seasonal Nazis where I have to drink this season, but I've never considered a stout a quote unquote summer beer, and the idea of trying to turn it into a summer beer kind of just sounds stupid.
Yeah, it's
I guess we're all just gonna have to try it.
Well, that's the thing about Nickelbrook. They still make very good beer, despite the fact that they're trying all kinds of different stuff.
Rhino just threw some salt. He just said they get Robin LeBlanc to write those.
And what a magnificent job she does. Magnificent job she does.
Wait, is there a point where they just talk about how much they hate penises?
I'm pretty sure that's Nick, and he talks about the opposite.
Maybe Robin LeBlanc does write it. I mean, that would make sense.
Wait, could it
say he write something that describes this off-red, almost red-colored ale or whatever the fuck we're talking about?
Is there any chance like just Robin writes it, like maybe Robin, or does it have to be Robin LeBlanc?
No, it's LeBlanc.
Who's the other Robin?
I'm
no.
unsure.
No, I'm just wondering if we can just refer to her by her first name, or does it have to be the
it's
full
always
name?
Robin LeBlanc.
Oh, okay.
I don't care. I'm not Chad. I don't have a reputation to besmirch.
I was gonna say, Lee. I hope you don't mind if we're burning any bridges for you.
No one's burning any bridges for me. I have no bridges, sir. I am an island on myself.
It's the island of Hougly.
Thank
Right.
Chad's last comment.
Christ.
Oh fuck, that's funny.
Rhino, I have the hugest cock. Wears tightest jeans imaginable.
Yeah, it's fun.
And you are not a man to be wearing skinny jeans, Chad. Just saying.
Chad's not a man to be wearing anything skinny right now, but he is working out. I'll give him that.
Is he?
Oh yeah.
He's losing weight already.
Is he going to be back in fucking wrestling Brock Lesnar shape?
He will be in fucking strongman mode in no time. And by no time, I mean 5 years.
He's gonna be back to fucking 18 women a day.
Yeah.
He'll be back to the
I'm not finishing any of them because he follows Nick's path.
Yeah.
Well, he wants to leave them all virgins because of course
He has learned from the Tao of Nick. Let's put it that way.
Uh-huh.
But he has not learned from the Tao of Greg with the Asian twins that he rejected twice. Never forget the twins.
What do you mean? I never rejected any Asian twins. I'd be on that in a second.
No, that's what I mean.
More like a jacked.
He doesn't listen to you.
Fuck, Agnes would be mad at me if I turned that down.
Magnus, I called her Magnus, so let her know that.
Magnus. Yeah, but I have the feeling since it's Asian twins, Agnes would have include me in on it.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I was gonna say. She probably would be part of that.
Actually, Agnes is a huge racist. She's like, no, I don't want Asian twins. Talk to me when there's some white chicks.
We're looking at them right now too.
But just regular twins.
Give me identical twins.
Regular twins, Veta.
You know what? You'd be surprised how many people out there are. They're not racist because they're Asian. They're racist because their genitals are darker, or their nipples are darker. Like what?
I like dark nipples. Listen, I'm going to throw something out there that might be a bit controversial, but I think I would rather take over twins a good-looking mother and daughter.
Yes.
I think it's better than two twins because you know what? Two twins, they look the same. Mother and daughter, they got their intricacies, but they're both. Now is
it the fun fantasy porn where it's the stepdaughter, so there's no incest going on, or are you just like full on? Hey, I don't give a fuck.
No. Listen,
for Greg, you need full on incest.
I want the full on incest.
You're my daughter. I'm your stepdaughter. Oh,
exactly. Man. See, I like that. I like that kind of porn.
No, I want the full on incest.
All right.
I want it to be like you came out of my vagina. Now eat my vagina.
I mean, there's only one way to react to such things, and that is thanking Greg for a perfect segue to the next Canadian beer news, which is Goose Island Brewhouse opening next month in Toronto. So this was earlier June. I don't think we ever talked about this. But more than a year after it was first rumored, Goose Island Brewery, a subsidiary of Anheuser-Busch InBev, has confirmed that the first Canadian location of its Goose Island Brewhouse chain will be opening in Toronto in July. Oh my God, who's excited?
Woo! I'm kind of excited.
Okay,
all the Goose IPA you can get on tap.
No, listen to this bullshit. Goose Island Toronto Brewhouse will be opening on June 17th at 58 The Esplanade, where it will be located with Beer Mark Esplanade, which has been closed for renovation since last autumn. Head brewer Bernard Priest and assistant brewer Mark, I can't say his last name, so he's just Mark Mameliti, will be producing batches of classic Goose Island brands alongside their own creations, all of which will be rotated through the bar's 12 taps, along with occasional rarities from Goose Island's original Chicago location, which confirmed will be at least some of the Bourbon County brand stout line. The food menu developed by Beer Market executive chef Kevin Manicini and chef de cuisine Sean Jackson, with change seasonally to use fresh and local ingredients with dishes designed to pair well with the beers on tap. In addition to the bar and dining room, the new Goose Island will feature a retail store selling growlers of beer to go and branded merchandise, because we all want the branded merchandise, as well as a front patio and a rear beer garden. So
that's open now.
Yeah, it says July 17th.
Oh, I think it said June 17th. Sorry.
No, I totally said July. But I mean, I understand, you know, the greatness that is Goose Island and how they're owned by AB InBev and how everyone wants to, you know, buy all their products. So the excitement is justified on your part.
All right. No.
But still cool for you guys. I mean, I'm pretty sure they're bringing in like the Bourbon County line and other specialties, and they're also going to brew stuff, you know, it's to be exclusive there. So, hey, another place to drink beer.
So how much is a pint of Bourbon County going to be? Like $20?
That's about what it is here.
Yeah, Jesus Christ.
I mean, a bottle of Bourbon County now, because they come in the 500 mils in the States, is anywhere from 10 to like 15, depending on where you buy it. In my area, it's usually 12, 13-ish. Yeah. So, I mean, Canadian is probably in the $20 range for 500 mils. So, you know, not quite a full like 20-ounce pint, but a 16-ounce one.
That sounded like a pickup truck driving by.
That's all on Greg. Always on Greg. What is it not on Greg?
Everything's always on Greg.
Dogpiling them.
Yep.
So, would anyone like to donate? Whoever's watching the, how many viewers we got right now? We got what?
Probably 3
viewers right now.
Yeah, 4. We got an extra viewer.
Anyone want to donate to the telethon? Please send money to Lee Russell. And send it into his Google Plus account, and he'll make sure it goes to the right locations.
Yeah,
the right location is Average Joe 716 for his new YouTube channel. I'm pretty sure that's the.
Yeah, just give me just get in contact me personally on Google Plus, and I'll give you my my PayPal link, and we'll do all the donations. So far we have raised. By the way, guys, here's the new grand total. So far we have raised over $1.50.
Wow!
Yes,
we're out of the negative now.
We're out of the negative.
Oh, out of the red into the black. That's what Greg says.
Because when we started, people were charging us.
Yeah.
But now we are above the negative. We are now in the positive. $1.50 so far. And right. I mean it's great. It's great. The Driedger-Coulter-Theriot Crippling Shits Telethon. We're making waves. We're informing people. We're showing people this crippling disease that's going on, and yeah, we're making an impact on Beertube, and I'm really happy with that, guys.
Also, for all the viewers out there, if you want Lee to provide a taxable receipt, I'm sure he will provide that for you.
I will.
Any donations over $25.
Exactly. Yep. Oh, any donations over $25, you will get a receipt, and you'll be able to take that out of your taxes at the end of the year. Yeah.
Perfect. Now, does that have to be cash? What if they donate over $25 worth of semen?
That will go to a special fund that we'll send right to you, Greg.
Oh boy!
I think Nick is in a little bit more in need of that.
No, I think he has way too much semen. It's all built up.
Well, yeah, his own. I'm talking about others. He needs. Rhino, it's a little bit of.
Rhino says, "I thought it was my telethon for paying my lawyer." No, you gotta start. You gotta start your own fucking telethon, dude.
Do a BDU about fucking no, don't do the BDU. You're not.
Yeah, don't do that. That'd be depressing. No, this is the Driedger-Coulter-Theriot Crippling Shits Telethon. We're trying to get this terrible disease into Beertube.
Exactly. Well, actually, their other names are racist 1, 2, and 3.
Yeah.
You can figure out which ones are. Oh, there goes one.
Yeah, there goes one. You know what that means? It's a perfect segue into the next beer topic, which is we're moving away from Canadian beer news because let's just be honest, no one really gives a rat's ass. I mean, they don't. So we're going to move into American beer news where we don't have healthcare, but goddamn, do we have good craft beer. So here's the thing. Founders, DKML is an imperial barrel-aged malt liquor that's going to join the Backstage series later this year. I believe it was well known at least a couple weeks ago. I heard about this, but reading it now, it says this is the 4th barrel-aged series offering in the brewery's first ever malt. Oh, is the brewery's first ever malt liquor. So it's, I'm not gonna read the whole thing, but basically it is a, where's the fuck is the ABV on it? They don't even, of course it's American. They won't even put the fucking ABV on it. Come on.
Jesus.
So like,
You gotta assume over 6% at the very least. Right?
Yeah, it's coming in 4-pack, 12-ounce bottles, and then $7.50. Suggested retail price will be $15 a 4-pack and $12 a $7.50. It doesn't say what the ABV. I'd imagine is probably in the 10 range, but a fucking malt liquor aged in barrels is
okay.
That's pretty fantastic.
That's a dumb joke because no actual malt liquor drinker is going to pay that for beer.
Yeah, malt liquor
listen to this
like
shit.
it's cheap.
Just so everyone can flip their shit. You know how the whole AB InBev and buying wicked weed and fucking blah, 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 all that bullshit, right? So it says in here, it says DKML is an imperial malt liquor brewed with corn and lager yeast cultivated by Spanish brewer San Miguel as part of their partnership with Founders, which, remember, Founders was bought out, I think, 30% from San Miguel. So here's somebody brought out by a bigger band. No one cares. No one says anything about Founders. But I find it funny that they're actually brewing this malt liquor and using the corn and lager yeast that is cultivated by their fucking partnership of the big beer. That's great.
See, so I kind of wonder if this like ends up just being kind of like an ice bock or something like that, like just like an ice beer.
You know what? This is probably one of the backstage series that, aside from like their Canadian breakfast stout, that I want to at least get a fucking 12-ounce bottle just to see what kind of what happens. It sounds interesting.
Oh.
I'm sure it's gonna suck complete ass, but I'm down to try it.
I imagine it won't be as like dog shit terrible as like a lot of the malt liquors are.
Yeah, it won't be offensive, I don't think.
Yeah, but I mean, I do expect it to be something like akin to like a really good ice bock, where you know it's probably going to be super sweet.
See, here's the bullshit that I don't like. Everett says it shows a smooth sweetness with vanilla tones and light fruitiness thanks to its time spent aging in bourbon barrels. Then the last sentence kind of not pisses me off, but it's like if you're gonna market it as an imperial malt liquor, which that's kind of isn't that just kind of an oxymoron? Isn't all malt liquor pretty much imperial for the most part?
Yeah.
But I guess you can get the 6.5, right? 6.5, 7. It says it was finished with a healthy dose of dry hopping to achieve the desired flavor profile. So right there, pretty sure malt liquors aren't dry hopped. Certainly, if they are, it's not any kind of healthy dosing.
No.
Isn't malt liquor supposed to be like unhopped?
No, it's just. I mean, there are some that are just they brand themselves as being malt only, right?
Yeah, but I mean, they still have hops.
Yeah.
I think the ones that are malt only, they're basically just saying there's no adjuncts involved.
Yeah, I think you're right. I think you're right on that. And also, the simple fact of the matter is that it's just, I mean, you're calling it a malt liquor, and you're kind of doing things that are making it pretty much not a malt liquor.
Yeah, no, this is a gimmick. I mean, this is more of a gimmick than that Bose DOA malt liquor that came out a couple years ago.
Yeah, I mean, I won't knock it till I try it, but the whole marketing thing, just like anything nowadays, is just let's make it sound like it's going to be something super unique, and then you get in, and it's like it's not even in the same style in which we're marketing as. It's like at that point, what the fuck? It's just like IPAs, right? Everything's an IPA for a long time. It's just because the name, the acronym IPA sold. So
I actually do hope like a lot of the malt liquor guys on YouTube actually start buying this just to try it out, because I just want to see the reviews of it. Well, quote unquote reviews of it. I want to see them fucking downing this shit and to see how it goes.
I fucking love gimmicky fucking shit. Like, oh my god, you could take a shower with this beer. You could take a shit with this beer. You can have it for breakfast. You can fucking.
What if you took a shit and a shower at the same time with the beer?
Then you're at Greg's house.
This is true.
You can take honestly, you can take a shit with any beer. Just saying.
You could, and then bring it into the shower, because nobody shits after taking a shower.
No, it happens sometimes. It sucks.
That's the worst. Then you go back in the shower. Yeah, it sucks.
Then you got to run the nozzle a little bit longer. That's not a double entendre, by the way. You just literally the shower nozzle.
And the tripod nozzle.
The tripod.
Jesus.
For fuck's sakes.
I tried to put a caveat there because I knew exactly where the conversation was going to go, and then fucking Chris went there anyway. So
yeah, Nick's not around to defend himself, so I'm gonna keep going all about the tribe.
yeah, I see it. I see it.
He's probably gonna take a shit while drinking a beer right now. Probably what he's not doing.
What do you mean, probably?
He's propping himself up on the tripod.
Have you had anything from Good Robot, Lee?
No, I don't even know who Good Robot is.
It's a brewery out of Halifax, apparently.
Is it? Okay, well, I haven't heard of them, so they must be still pretty small time.
Yeah, they have announced the return of a limited edition beer brewed in conjunction with the annual Out East Queer Film Festival, which will be taking place June 15th to 18th in Halifax. So it's already done. The Shocking Pink is a 5.2% ABV and 11 IBU flavored goza based on the brewery's year-round Goza Face Killer. I see what they did there.
You know what the slogan is, eh? Hey, drink me.
But with the addition of pink lemonade and 2 herbal teas, Queen of Tarts and Fruity Oasis from David's Tea.
Tickle me pink.
Funny.
Yes.
I would like to try it, but yeah, I had never heard of them. So they must be just really small in Halifax. They must be like where North Brewing was a couple of years back.
Gotcha.
I'm sure they'll show up in the NSLC pretty soon because the NSLC has actually been making really great strides to get a lot of local shit in. Like we've exponentially jumped in the amount of craft stuff now locally that's in the NSLC. So I'm pretty happy with it. Like, beer wasteland no longer applies to Nova Scotia anymore. So
no, there's not many places that applies to anymore. Seems like everybody's fucking has multiple local breweries that make good beer at the very least. Are you readily available in your local liquor store?
I mean, if there was a person in Nova Scotia to do beer reviews now, to start up their channel right now, they'd be fucking. They would have they'd literally probably have 500 reviews they could do right away.
Yeah, especially if they live close to Halifax or easy access. They can hit up so many breweries, get so many brewery-only releases, draft-only releases, and...
Where would you find someone like that?
I don't know.
You'd find him in Halifax. His name would be Jim Sear, and he would totally go all out.
Yeah. He should do more beer reviews. I don't know why he doesn't, but...
I think Jim's a big fan of the Google analytics that tells them exactly what does well for his channel, what doesn't. And I think the beer reviews for him and even the Friday Night Hangouts, they weren't doing well. So he
really beer channels don't do anything for fucking ad for money. No.
Not in Canada.
No. But yeah, no, he had his daughter born a couple years ago, so he had to go through that stuff. His wife unfortunately had cancer for a while, so they had to get through that stuff. So, and he was rebuilding his channel and rearranging it all and stuff. So I totally understand, just kind of being a little flippant there, but
he needs to get back on it though.
Oh yeah,
get back on.
Who is this guy you're talking about?
Jim Sear. He has a YouTube channel, and it is called. Do you want to take a guess?
GIMCYR.
Correct.
Yeah.
But the actual name of his channel, like what he goes by, is wasn't used to be Avoiding Chores. I don't know if it still is.
Yeah, I don't know if he still calls it that. I can't remember, but yeah, he's back mostly just doing his hiking and hiking gear videos and stuff like that.
Yep. Here's fucking Junction Craft Brewing, and the name of this is this a charity called 100 Who Care?
Okay.
100 Who Care launch Caribou charity beer. Junction Craft Brewing and charity fundraising organization 100 Who Care have announced the launch of a new beer that will help raise money to go toward the supported charities. 100 Who Care Was formed in I don't want to say it. Was formed in May 2014 as 100 Guys Who Care. So
That's
maybe
really
just call it
creative.
100 Guys Who Care then. With the following mission, our mission was simple: bring together 100 plus guys who care about local community causes.
Whoa! You can't have more than 100. Because only 100 will care, but what about the plus? The 100 plus?
Well, it's 100 who cared. No one ever said it was 100 guys. Where are the women at?
Well, that too, but I mean, fuck. I mean, what about these other guys over the 100? Do they not care as much?
Depends. Maybe it depends on how much they donate.
I guess so.
Four times a year, we meet for an hour and jointly voted for a local charity. We each donated 100. So I guess that answers that to the select charity, making it a $10,000 or more donation from the group. Now merged with a similarly focused 100 women who care. See, I didn't read far enough. Into a single co-ed group, they continue to hold events to donate funds to the selected charities. With the help of Junction Brewing, the organization is now releasing Caribou Mango IPA, with a portion of all sales going to toward the 100 Who Care group donations. You know who cares? I don't. Because
I was about to say, here's one who don't give a shit.
Yeah, Junction, you bring shitty beer to Chad's Fest. I'm done with you. I'm done.
Hey, look how it is. It's Paul.
Oh, baby, it's Paul for Brew News, baby. We're doing Canadian beer news, baby. I know you missed it. I know you missed the Canadian beer news, baby. Not enough of it. Never enough.
Look at me. He's even got a Young Ones shirt. He's on the fucking Young Ones kick.
What a freaking hipster.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, dude.
So is the Canadian beer news hopefully over?
No, it's just begun.
More Canadian beer news, motherfucker.
I mean,
I have no control over my own chat tonight, apparently.
I don't know how you know how this works, Paul, right? You know, there's at least 2 hours of Canadian beer news. At the end of it, there are 3 people sleeping, one very depressed person named Lee because it's his channel and we took it over.
It's all based around 3 breweries, one which someone hates, the other 2 get free beer.
It's funny you say that because you know where we're going? We're going to Thunder Bay next. You know who lives in Thunder Bay and drinks beer? 7 people. So we're going to go there and we're going to figure it out.
7.
No, we're pretty much done with the Canadian. We never really started with the Canadian beer news. I was just trying.
That's the way it should be.
Yeah, exactly. I was just trying to segue from beautiful topics that Nick has, being the gross individual that he is. Greg, who we all know is being Greg, and Chris.
What do you do if it's so big that you accidentally prolapse your girlfriend's asshole?
Speaking of prolapsing girlfriend's assholes, Wellington Brewery has announced a launch of its first ever year-round IPA. Oh.
Their new Imperial Stout Fist Liquor.
Oh man! So how's that nimble giant treating you there, Paulie?
Good. There's just nothing else really going on around my area, and this is what it is.
You didn't see the Sap Squatch? Sap Squatch is running wild around here.
No, I haven't seen that, and I haven't seen Doom yet. So I was like, well, I'll just get another thing of Nimble Giant. It was $13.49 a 4-pack, which is the same. That's the year the Black Plague hit Norway. $13.49. That's your little informational tip from the top.
Yeah.
You see, I learn a lot. I learn a lot more interesting history from you than I do from Ronald Theriot.
My fucking night is complete now. Thanks, Paul.
Boom! Ta-da!
So how do you like the Nimble Giant this year, despite the fact
it's good.
That
It's very
plague attacking your body as you're drinking.
I already have a plague called attacking my body. It's called life. But other than that, it's good. It's very tasty. It's easy drinking for 9% alcohol by volume. It's got a little bit of just a hit of a perfumey floral note, but just a touch of it, and it's pretty good.
Did you have it last year?
Yeah, and I thought that was fantastic as well. Thankfully this is Trogue's new, like, I don't know how to say it. It's just the thing I look forward to now because it's
just
so
a nice
really
double IPA. Just my seasonal diet.
And it's better than the local brewery called Old Forge did their nose socks, and I was like, wow, this is fantastic.
You sent me that. That was really good.
Yeah, this is better than the nose socks.
Nice. I should probably pick up a can of it. I don't think I had it last year. I'm finishing up this Sierra Nevada fucking Beer Camp Across the World mix pack.
I wanted to try though. The thing is, I say this in the same breath.
I wanted to try the collaboration with Fuller's, but then I think someone told me it's this weird kind of style that doesn't scream Fuller's or whatever. It's like, oh,
well, damn. It's like everything else they tried in the fucking entire mix pack, and that's like, here's all right, we're collabing with so and so. So what should we do? Well, when you're with Fuller's, what should you do? Oh, let's do a vintage ale, but let's throw this weird yeast strain and double dry hop it and fucking.
Ow.
It's not really a vintage ale anymore at that point. Like, what are you doing?
Right.
No, I think what they did with that, if I recall correctly, is I think they added plums to it.
Mm-hmm.
So, which is kind of necessary if you're going for a vintage ale. You're already getting that dark.
So, are they trying to make Ovelia meets a vintage ale?
Kind of. I mean, I haven't had it yet. That's that and the dry hopped American barley wine, what they did with Avery's, the only two I haven't had yet. But in all honesty, the mix pack is like it has been every other year, slightly disappointing. Like I said, my area is going to be different in years because apparently people just sit on cases and cases of beer in a warehouse for like 6 months to purposely piss you off, like the LCBO. So, like I think six to 8 of these beers are dry hopped in some way, or at least hop forward. By the time you see them,
it's gonna have a good cardboard backbone.
Yeah, it's gonna be like 4 to 6 months old, and you're gonna be like, yeah. So I don't know what they're going for because it's not fucking fresh, but it's all right. Mm-hmm. It's not gonna be worth it. I was telling though Lee earlier, like with that vintage style ale that they did, I would have liked to be able to buy 2 of them, one to drink fresh and then one to age, considering that's what Fuller's wants you to do with their vintage ales, you know. But a lot of places won't break up the 12-pack. They want you to buy it as is. And it's just like, well, fuck you, motherfuckers.
Yeah. Gotta get those vintage ales. Those vintage ales, you gotta get them. You gotta put them in your refrigerator, and you gotta pour them down the center. You gotta, it's great.
Oh, real hard down the center, as hard as you can, so it spills everywhere.
Make sure you pour it like a Neanderthal, right down the center.
Pour every drink.
You don't even tip the bottle. You just turn it fucking totally vertical and just
right there. It is a nitro pour. I know.
Yeah. You're thinking it's a nitro beer until half of it ends up on your fucking counter, and you realize, guess what? Not a nitro beer.
Yeah. It's always fun when you just hold the bottle right at the bottom of the glass, and you slowly lift it. It goes bloop 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 bloop.
It's like a water cooler but full of beer.
That's right.
Oh
yeah, and it's 69 IBUs.
That's a good.
Oh my god! That means it's super hoppy, even though it probably isn't.
I'm tonguing this hole.
Is what's up with that malt base? Is it balancing it out? I don't know. 69 IBUs.
It's extremely balanced. It's great.
It's hugging this hole.
The newest beer that I had that I was just amazed by how. Well, I guess I would say 2 beers that I was amazed by their smoothness. Was the Finally Legal was 13.5% alcohol by volume, and that was just dangerous, easy to drink. It's easier to drink than KBS. It is so easy.
Firebacher.
Yeah, it's very subtle and nuancey and blended and like balanced though, so nothing's bombastic. But at the same time, that makes it even easier to drink. And the other thing I just got was the Ruin 10, their tangerine. Or not tangerine. I'm trying to think. It was orange peel and vanilla bean.
Orange peel. Yeah.
That was 10.8 or 10.9. Dangerously smooth and also delicious. Piss on them, Greg.
What? I have to piss on them?
Piss on them. Piss on them all.
It's not actually, believe it or not.
Well, it has to be done.
Of the many things I'm into, it's not something I'm into.
Don't worry.
Golden showers from the balcony.
I actually don't like the smell of urine, believe it or not.
Well, I like the smell of urine now and again.
I like the smell of urine after I eat.
So you don't like the smell of it, Greg, but you like the taste?
I love the taste. It's a new one.
I'm not sure. Well, I'm not sure if I've ever tasted. Like, I've definitely gone down on ladies after they peed, so I suppose I have had the taste. But it was kind of mixed with the pussy juice taste. So
yeah,
I'm not entirely sure if I know the just regular taste of urine.
I like it freshly brewed, slightly aged in a woman's bladder. You know what I mean? That kind of thing. That kind of, but super fresh. You know, when it comes out.
What do you mean slightly? Like a few hours or a few days?
Yeah, a few slightly aged, like a couple hours, but. When you get it right out of the tap, everything's a 10 out of 10, kind of like, Mill Street.
What about if it's a lady who's in a coma and they have to take it out with a syringe?
Well, I gotta say, that's very referencing my penis. It's about the same size as a syringe.
So what Greg was saying here, that he likes himself a little bit of a lady urine, lady smegma blend, baby.
And that's cool. And I understand that sometimes you got to go to the doctor and say, doctor, I tell you, chlamydia is a soup.
I tell you what, Tolly Blanchard. Do you know about the time that Lady Doll pissed in my mouth?
I was gonna say, I bet Miss Elizabeth has one time has done a golden shower without.
Oh yeah, Miss Elizabeth liked to pee all over everything, baby. Yeah.
I'll have you know, I just got in trouble because I shouldn't be chatting about this stuff on the balcony where my neighbors can judge me.
Oh,
Let me ask you a question.
I'll tell you. The honeymoon is over, folks.
They probably already know. Those are
Let me
pretty
ask you-
thin walls, I'm assuming.
I want to ask Agnes a question, or you can relay it to her. But has she
Agnes
ever,
can't hear.
okay, has she ever been in public with you before? Like ever?
Apparently not, because she hasn't been.
Because I'm pretty sure everybody has been around you, knows exactly what kind of person you are, Greg.
Oh, they.
Loud and annoying with no
Listen.
neck.
Wow, the no neck thing is hurtful, Paul.
That's all right. I thought that was actually kind of a turn on for me, but that's all right.
It was the sign of endearment.
Yeah.
Well, it's surprising that it turns Paul on, because that just means it's much harder to slice your neck if there is none.
That's true.
Paul likes a challenge.
I like a challenge. I'll bring my dull knife and we'll make this happen.
As dull as can be.
Basically, I'm gonna stop on at a Taco Bell and get a spork, and we're gonna make this shit happen.
It might take 3
sporks are
hours,
hot.
but I will puncture you at some point.
Yeah, and that's sexy when you say it like that. Puncture you.
Oh yeah.
It'll be hard the whole 3 hours.
Well, he's only one man.
But yeah, I have your Viagra supply, so we're good to go.
Yeah, Paul and his Viagra supply. I found some extra Viagra in a pill bottle that I forgot about. I was like,
I
oh,
know.
sweet.
I've been begging you, please send it all to me. Send it to me. I need
it's
it.
It's expired at this point, though.
Good.
I mean,
I'll take it.
it'll still work, but it just won't work as well.
I don't know.
Extra-
Expired
extra.
medicine just has that extra little flair to it for me.
It's got fucking green mold on it, but it's fine.
It's
That's good.
It adds extra penicillin, so you're getting penicillin at the same time.
Yeah,
I'm getting a healthy heart on.
So you're giving her a shot of penicillin, is what you're doing?
Mm-hmm.
Basically, what it means is you can
Sure.
fuck a hooker for much longer.
Much longer before any yellowish discharge happens, and that
Right.
also goes good in crackers anyway, so that works out well.
which is fantastic.
American processed cheese.
Doesn't that look good?
Cheese jizz instead of cheese whiz.
Real natural meaty chunks.
Yeah, and I'm officially grossed out now. So, Paul, did you know this is a telethon for raising money for the
Yeah,
racist
we're raising money for the Driedger-Coulter-Theriot Crippling Shits Telethon.
Oh, really?
We're just raising awareness. Raising awareness for this crippling disease on Beertube. The DCT Crippling Shits will strike 1 out of 10 Beertubers every year. Symptoms include prolonged racism, back-peddling, and shit-talking, despite their spines having degenerated so much that they literally don't have the backbone. Bouts of crying, trolling, cyberbullying, and bruised egos may follow. Won't you help spread the word about this problem before it gets out of hand?
Well, I want to just say I don't know if I'm okay with this because peddling on the internet is not really my forte, except, of course, if you're trying to get a pacemaker, then, of course, apparently it's perfectly fine.
Well, that's totally understandable. But otherwise, you're a beggar who's no better than a fucking
you're basically
bum on the street.
you're a scumbag on the street that would actually rob people and rape children.
Exactly.
Unless you, of course, you want a pacemaker, so that's fine. That's okay. And you know what? Sometimes you don't need a pacemaker, just die. Sorry, froze there for a second. And then yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
It's I don't know. So you don't think the correlation of begging for money on the internet is the same thing as begging for money on the internet for a pacemaker? You never thought that would have linked up at all?
You never thought that would have been something, but
I mean, even if you're crowdfunding for a movie or a pacemaker or this, or you're getting money because you're doing beer reviews, or like, oh, this really taps my ass by my goddamn bottle opener. I'm so fat and great. I mean, it doesn't matter. It's all the same thing. You're all peddling for money on the internet in a certain fashion. So if you do it at all, don't bitch about it.
I don't mind YouTubers.
I don't mind if people do it
for money, or even if YouTubers are selling. Really don't mind that at all. I mean, fuck, good for them if they can sell a shirt. Hey, if we can sell a shirt that says "fucking I was on a Hougly live," and fucking and make some money.
Excuse me, what was that? What live? What was that name? What was that word?
Hougly live. Or a shirt that says "I wish Average Joe had a channel."
I would buy that.
Fucking people, like, seriously. And
that's just now you're dreaming. Like,
yeah, but the
big,
thing is,
big
there's
time.
nothing wrong with selling shit for your own thing, and I get it. But the problem is, and we all know this, and Lee already brought this up, is that when you're a hypocrite and you make fun of everybody who does that,
and then do it yourself.
Now you're asking for money.
It falls in the same vein as the people who are on fucking Beertube right now, you know, for the last month going crazy over Wicked Weed and the fucking AB and Bev and then by Bourbon County. Same thing. Same exact thing. You're being a hypocrite. Yeah. That's all it is. Don't be a hypocrite.
I mean, oh my God. Well, I mean, kudos to the people that are not being a hypocrite for a certain example. Like, that's good. But at the same time, someone can articulately say, oh my God, that beer from this company was so good, and this and that. It was one of my favorite things in the world, and blah, 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 blah. And it's so well made, and blah, blah, blah. But I'll never buy it again because they sold out the AB. Oh, you know what? Good for you.
Yeah, I don't really care to know. Does that make you a bigger person than somebody else? No.
You know what? It doesn't, because if you found a beer that is high quality, great on taste, and super affordable, you're a fucking idiot not to buy it.
Well, if you do, listen, if you have beliefs that like you're against whatever business practices or whatever something's doing, that's fine. But apply that to every business you do business with, and nobody's going to, because they act like craft beer is this magical fucking hobby or business or whatever, where it's impervious to things like that. It's like,
I will state this. This is the same thing that was told to me. If you. Oh
Greg,
my God, Greg!
Greg, who won the race?
I think it was a Cadillac.
If you actually really cared about craft beer, you would never buy from these people.
No, ever.
And I was like, I care about craft beer to a certain extent, but I'm not stupid either. I'm not rich. I'm not stupid. I'm not trying to offend you, but at the same time, it's like I found a good beer that is well made by a good brewery, and it tastes fucking fantastic, and I love it, and I can afford it. I'm going to keep buying it.
Yep. Well, people don't understand, and this can be something as simple as not agreeing on to beer to something like this. Not everybody's the same. Not everybody has the same beliefs, and not everyone has the same opinions. So for you to people to get up there and be like, "Oh, you're a fucking idiot if you don't," it's like, no, I'm not. I'm my own person. I'm an adult. I can make decisions for myself on my own beliefs. That's just how that works.
I mean, they actually literally act like they lost money when a company sells out. You have no stake in this.
Well, they act like it's their fucking. I saw posts on Wicked Weed where people were like, "Oh my God, my family went to your brewery every single Friday for 4 years, and it was the greatest thing known to man. And now where am I supposed to take my family? To another fucking brewery? Maybe another restaurant? Maybe another place that sells beer?"
I will say this: if you're that disillusioned,
Mighty Taco.
If you have that much of a disillusion, you have one option: murder, suicide.
Yeah, pretty much. Because if you're that fucking sad, where you literally think the fact that AB InBev bought out your favorite craft brewery is like akin to murdering your kids or raping your wife or something along those lines, like that kind of super serious, you have lost all fucking perspective in life.
And to be fair, I mean, I agree, but to be fair to a lot of people who do believe and stick to their beliefs, good for them. Like,
that's the first thing I said. That's why I said it. Good for you guys who are not hypocrites. You do stick to your guns, but don't stand in line for fucking Bourbon County.
No, there's a lot of people who won't buy any ABM products and actually stick to their guns and don't do that. They won't buy any Bourbon County. They will not support it. They don't like. I mean, none of us craft beer drinkers like AB InBev doing some of the shit they do, like, you know, shelf space, pushing a lot of these smaller microbreweries off the shelf by buying these and getting more shelf space. That sucks. That does suck, and it's a detriment. But at the same time, it's
However,
like, I really can't control that. I mean, it's the people who are going to continue buying that. I'm not buying fucking Honkers Ale 312.
well, no, obviously not. Yeah, obviously.
Yeah.
But the funny thing
But
is,
people
Joe
still
and
will.
I had a rant. I think it was actually an offline rant where we just went to town, and it was pretty funny. It was actually not like making fun of stuff, but we were just pointing out like obvious things. And the thing is, it started off with this hop talk. Oh, and I got the hop talk today. Oh, you can't do this because AB InBev is buying out shares of hop crops and this and this. I was like, okay, AB InBev is a major corporation buying hop shares from another major corporation that grows hops. So it's okay if I buy hops from a major corporation, make beer out of it, then it's fine. Okay, so like your malts come from a major corporation, your hops come from a major corporation, but the beer that is made is some magical thing that will never be born again because it's so pure and craft and delicious. You know what I mean? Like it came from a major corporations. The guys who went to the fucking brewery drove in cars made by major corporations. They're wearing clothes made by major corporations. They walk there in shoes made by major corporations. You know what I mean? They slept on beds made by major corporations. And now all of a sudden, when you get down to the basic ingredients to make beer, it's, oh my god, is that artisanal? Oh my god, is that free range coastal water?
It's because for some reason, and I still to this day don't understand, and I'll never understand. Craft beer is put on some pedestal where it's like, no, it's not like that hop beer. It's not like this. It's like, no, I know what it's fucking is. You know what craft beer is? It's a beverage that was brewed by people aren't part of a big corporation.
Right.
That's like that
is funded and raised by people that are like, okay, did you ever go to a sporting event that is funded by major corporations? And it's actually funded by AB InBev too. So don't go to sporting events, don't go to concerts, don't go to anything, because guess what? It's all made.
It's almost impossible in
this
this
day and age. If you watch the Olympics, you should kill yourself.
It's almost impossible in this day and age to live without not publicly or even knowingly supporting a big corporation, but just unwillingly doing it or unknowingly doing it because everything is associated at some level with a big corporation.
Are you bitching about capitalism and big corporations on your smartphone? You should shoot yourself in the dick.
Yeah, you hear that, Nick? Right? Your big giant dick.
Your big giant fat fucking dick.
Right.
The one that strangles people.
Yeah, exactly. Don't blame Chris Peters anymore because I think your dick strangled that woman. It's so big and so long. I think it touched me last night when I was sleeping.
Wait, are you saying it assisted Chris Peters with the murder of that young girl?
I'm just saying, I think something came up inside me and it said, I'm sorry. And I think
I'm saying it totally did. Sorry.
That's where you're wrong, Paul.
I really loved it. I really loved it. I'm not saying I didn't love it because it was fucking amazing. I just can't walk right now. That's why I'm sitting down.
That's where you're wrong.
And I was like, I knew it was Nick.
Well, that's where you're wrong. I would never come inside you.
Oh, okay.
Ever. He needs to stay a virgin.
It is very, very good. No, I said you came inside me. Like, not you came inside me. You went inside.
It was like you crawled up into his anus.
Yeah, you lived me. You lived inside me like you were cocooning. You were waiting for spring.
It's a good, Paul can't walk right now, but it's a good thing he has Franklin's wheelchair.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
I mean,
left.
if you have any kind of hygiene in this world, which I don't know how many people do, but if you do, I'm looking at just off the top of my head, like two of the bigger ones are Procter & Gamble and Johnson & Johnson. Just looking at Procter & Gamble's products, Bounty, Braun, Charmin, Crest, Dawn, Downy, Febreze, Gain, Gillette, Head & Shoulders, Herbal Essences, Love's, Olay, Old Spice, Oral-B. Like, if you just have one of those, you're supporting a big corporation in your life.
I will say something, and I literally am saying this. I went on the rant, and I was ranting. And I said, what about this? What about that? What about this? What about that? What about this? What about that? I went on companies. I went on brands. I went on this. And I went on shoes. I went on this. And like, no, I don't do any of that. I don't do any of that. I was like, okay, so the shoes that you are wearing right now were homegrown and artisanal made by some fucking elf in goddamn Keeblerville, and you're wearing them right now. Is that what you're telling me? You know? And they're like, no, yeah, everything. I'm like, oh, shut the fuck up. And they were driving the car at the same time.
Yeah,
like, so you piece together
the one person.
So let me ask you a question. Did they all have electric cars? Where do they get their gas from?
Yeah, where'd you get your petrol from? Because that's the thing is, I said everything you do, petroleum products, oil, gas, everything is.
Where do you get your electric and gas from at home, or do you just
a mass company? I'm like, you have to.
You don't have any of that, I guess.
No.
I don't. I mean, like you have to have one thing, at least one thing.
Horse and carriage.
Yeah, horse and carriage. Yeah,
and you don't have solar panels. You have a windmill that you built yourself out of wood that you harvested, free range with permission from.
You were talking to a Mennonite.
Yeah.
No, Mennonites are allowed to have electricity. Yeah.
Well, just
about hardcore Amish.
Yeah, if you're Amish, you're not on a computer. So unless it's in that window.
However, Amish, this is the fucking dumbest bullshit tax dodging fucking shit in the world. Amish are allowed to drive gas-powered, right? Gas-powered tractors as long as they don't have rubber tires.
Smartest people ever, right there, Paul. What are you talking about?
And they're allowed to use a 500-gallon propane tank to fuel everything in their house because they're not hooked up to the system. And I'm like, where did the fucking propane come from? Oh, that was. Oh yeah, you're not hooked up to natural gas.
We dug it up from the source.
Someone delivered propane to you, so you're not hooked up to the system, so you can avoid taxes.
Like all religious people are all fucking hypocrites.
Exactly. And I have them literally less than a quarter mile away from my house, so I can give you the inside scoop.
Yeah, no, I did totally go by where they live. It was yeah.
And half of the women are totally fuckable, and half are like totally not.
For you, there was 100% fuckable, right?
They're 100% fuckable.
Oh no, for me, they're all, even the guys are 100% fuckable.
That's why you gotta grab them when they get that little grace period where they decide whether they want to stay in the community
I still actually no. It's called Rumspringa. Rumspringa means jumping around, and that's when they are allowed to go at 21 to leave and go see the world. And I need to find out when that is because I need to
hang out right in front of the fucking.
You need to stand right at the bus stop and wait for them to show up.
I need to sign up. Rumspringa's welcome.
Yeah. Rumspringer on my dick.
On my dick.
Jump into my grape van with the G scratched out.
Have you ever had your ass licked by a Sasquatch?
You ever had your ass licked by a Sasquatch, baby?
Woo, woo! Here comes the train, baby.
Hey, ladies, come on over here and have some Jello pudding pops.
I don't need pudding pops. I have a hammer.
Oh, no. These pudding pops you don't wake up from.
If you do, you'll be really surprised because you'll be buried in my backyard.
Oh.
Woof, woof.
That just got dark.
And I can say it live on the internet because I give 0 fucks.
Are we still live on the internet?
Yeah, we are. Totally are.
Are you not drop N-bombs?
Are you not asleep yet, Greg?
No.
Oh yeah. Are your eyes squinty? Because I can't see you right now.
No, my eyes are not squinty. Listen, I've got a nice cigar I'm gonna smoke. I got a bottle of Lafroy Quarter Cask I'm gonna drink.
I have a bottle of Lafroy Quarter Cask.
Greg, you have a nice cigar you're gonna smoke. By cigar, do you mean penis?
Mm-hmm. Cock.
Not unless I will light a penis on fire, in which case that might get me arrested.
Now, don't make fun of gays.
Depends on how good of a
flavor reference.
Performance of the oral arts you are.
Listen, we got gay pride this weekend. I may even go to the parade because why not?
I will do anything as long as it says yes.
I will say I'm immensely happy that Lafroy Quarter Cask has made its way back to my NSLC on a regular basis.
Is it $128.99?
No, it's not. It's only $74.
Get out of here. That's like $7 American.
Yeah, fucking Lafroy Quarter Cask is their cheap fucking whiskey, and it's their best one. So, yeah.
It is quite good.
I just had the Macallan 25-year, and you know what? That is fucking delicious.
Nice.
Whoop, whoop. I also have the what the fuck is it called? Belvar or something like that?
Belvany?
Belvany Double Wood 12 year.
Belvini, yeah.
Belvini Double Wood 12 year. I've heard that is actually really good too. So I'm gonna crack into that at some point in time. I need to start doing spirit reviews, baby. PA spirit.
No,
news.
please don't.
Yeah. I'm getting all this. I'll read it out from the internet.
Please don't.
But please don't.
I always kick myself with Belvany because at one point I used to be able to get their 21-year-old port cask for about $140, and now like anywhere it's like $300 to $400. So
Holy fuck.
Canadian.
Yeah, because the price just went up crazy on it.
That's probably because their stock of shit is like just diminished so incredibly.
Now what is it? What's the year and stuff for that? The Belvany quarter cask. I mean, what did you say with there? I couldn't hear you.
There's a Belvany 21-year-old port cask.
21 port cask. Okay.
Yeah, you would be. I can see why that's moved up so big in price. I mean, it's still egregious prices, but I mean, there's so much barrel shortages now that it's very, very hard to have a stock of anything over like 8 years. That's why Elijah Craig has stopped giving their 12-year-old small batch now, where now they have a blend of 8 to 12 year stuff because
it's a no age statement now.
Yeah, no age statement now because they just don't have the supply anymore. But they wanted. I'll give them credit. They wanted to keep the price down. They wanted to keep their price the same. So they've opted to blend in 8-year-old stuff with their 12-year-old.
Yeah.
Which
because
isn't necessarily a bad thing.
Well, I didn't buy that one deal. I saw the Elijah Craig, but I didn't buy it. And the only thing it said was a single batch. That's all it said. It didn't say anything else. Did you
bought? Wait. Did you buy? You bought the Elijah Craig single barrel?
No, I didn't. I saw it.
But that's actually a different thing. That's their like once a year release where the ABV is usually like over 100 proof, and
it was like 106 or 126 something.
It
wasn't that crazy priced either. It was like 56.
No, all their stuff
Pennsylvania, that's pretty heavy.
All their stuff, unless you get to like their like they got a 20, 21, 22, and I think 23-year-old in limited releases. Those stuff. Some of that stuff gets big in price, but most of their stuff, like their regular lineup, is like incredibly well priced.
The most expensive bourbon I saw in Pennsylvania so far, I think, was Whistle Pig. And Whistle Pig was $76.99.
Whistle Pig's expensive.
Yeah, it was $76.99, and that's a lot of money.
That is big, yeah.
Yeah, I was like, I can't do that.
That'd be over 100 in Canada, I'm pretty sure.
I was like, awesome name, but no.
Yeah. But yeah, there is a massive shortage on barrels now, like fucking
Or is it because of the breweries and stuff, or is it because of
it's breweries and
the
also
bastards?
Scotch. It's also Scotch as well.
It's mainly Scotch because you have so many new markets. Like you have like the Asian markets and Indian markets that like you've got a lot of new money that wants to all of a sudden drink these spirits that they didn't drink them years ago.
Yeah.
So that's what's causing a lot of shortage.
You're Scottish, be socialist, like fascist, and just stop doing it. And then one bottle will become 3 or 4 or 5 times more expensive. Then see, you got to do it that way. Yeah. You just got to do it without killing all the people that you don't like in your country. You got to do that way, like just diplomacy. Think about that.
So that's the thing. I don't think Scotland has anyone they don't like in their country because they're all Scottish.
We all like you. We all hate you, but we all like you because we're just as drunk and angry as you are. But we all hate you, but we all like you.
Well, they're all drunk reprobates, so they all understand each other.
They're a bunch of fucking drugged out jakies.
Well, don't be rude. Yeah. I mean, it might be true, but you don't have to point it out.
But yeah, I'm kind of thinking in the next 10 years, it might get to the point where it's very rare where you see age statements on anything almost that isn't like over $100.
Right.
It's getting that way.
I did see you supple on that cigar. Like, what was that all about?
Is he suckling on that cigar, baby?
Turning you on a little bit, Paul?
It was utter delight.
I heard earlier somebody was talking about almost nitro beer, so it's time to have a nitro.
Is it a Sam Adams coffee nitro? No, it's a Guinness. Even worse.
Here's a Guinness.
A Guinness draw.
One of those Guinness droughts.
This drought is fantastically not droughty.
Man, did you pour that right down the center?
Yeah. Well, you're supposed to, buddy. You're supposed to.
Pour right down the center. You want the cascading waterfall effect.
It's cascading very, very nicely.
Oh, look at that! Look at that! Oh my God! It's so beautiful. The only problem is, I know when you drink it, it's going to be bitter and tasteless shit.
No, I like my Guinness.
Oh yeah,
I prefer the Guinness out of the can over the bottle and draft. I would like the can better.
Canada ruined Guinness for me.
Would you have the extra stout?
Yeah, the extra stuff from New Brunswick.
Yeah,
it's so fucking delicious.
Do you know who's in New Brunswick?
Nick.
Nick and his 78-pound dick.
I heard it was 178-pound dick.
He's losing weight, so you know.
Yeah, it's true.
All I know is
Nick's not here anymore. It doesn't work.
No,
God,
yeah, where the fuck did Nick go? Did Nick disappear? Nobody cared.
I said Nick raped me in my night, and he helped Chris Peters kill that girl, and next thing you know, gone.
God damn.
Gone. So the thing
shit.
is, people run away when they got cornered because it's a fact.
Yeah.
Oh, I believe it.
Mm-hmm. You have to understand. I'm pretty sure I've seen Nick behind a green screen before, not knowing what he's talking about.
I've seen Nick not behind a green screen, not knowing what he's talking about. So I believe you.
Yeah.
Just in general, Nick doesn't seem like he knows what he's talking about.
He does know, and that's the scary part. It just sounds like he's talking bullshit.
Mm-hmm.
But try to troll. You failed, but keep it going.
He's Beertubers' version of a mumble rapper.
How much money we raised?
Negative $37.
No, we're not in the negatives. Come on now, Joe.
Damn.
Like I said before, the last update,
we're in the zeros. We're not in the negatives.
No.
We owe money.
Last update, we were
Zero's
positive.
a number.
We were positive $1.50. We are now at $2.31 Canadian.
Wait a second. That's negative $27 American.
No,
Yeah,
you get a dime, single dime.
But still, this is more of a Canadian charity than anything for Canadian Beertubers. And we're gonna convert it all to Bitcoin anyway, so it doesn't matter.
Sweet.
You know who can help us with Bitcoin? The entrepreneur power, huh?
They accept Bitcoin as payment?
Yep. Bitcoin, food stamps. We accept food stamps as well.
I accept dead hookers.
Yeah, dead hookers. We accept all forms of currency, really.
Use like soiled panties.
Yeah.
Not only do you accept dead hookers, you prefer dead hookers over the cash.
Well, they
That's
don't.
right.
And dead hookers. The best thing about them is they don't bitch too much. Now the only thing. Exactly. Now and again, if you need a shot back them out. You just shot
Too
back them out
fast.
now
Too
and again.
furious. Oh god.
No, it's called little dick, no brains. There you go. I'm on a crotch rocket. Can't get laid. You know what?
The dude was in t-shirt and shorts. He doesn't like his skin very much.
Oh, I love it when they crash because they make the funniest fucking victims.
I'm gonna need you to look down your apartment or your condo there, Greg, and make sure Vin Diesel isn't climbing inside of it like fucking King Kong.
You have to
oh my god!
I think you really, as a service to everyone in the world.
Oh my god, he is Joel. Burn him with fire.
If you actually have an empty beer bottle, you should actually throw it at the fucker and like time it, like learn how to do it, so you actually hit him and have him crash and film it, put it on YouTube. It'd be great.
That would actually be fucking amazing if I could.
Ladies and gentlemen, the first video on my new channel right there. Thank you, Paul, for the idea.
Ta-da! Because the thing is, you don't need to actually hit them if you can't, because I know you're a little bit of a sissy. But the thing is, if you put the broken glass out, guess what? It'll still make them crash. It's so fucking good. You should do it now.
So wait, Joe. What are you saying? That's going to be your first video, Joe? So basically, you're going to be mirroring Greg's video after he gets arrested for putting a video of him throwing a bottle in a car and causing a car crash on YouTube.
You don't video the throw. You video the crash.
The beginning and end of my channel all in like 3 minutes. It's fantastic.
You don't video the throw. You video the crash.
That's the arrest, conviction, and execution of Joe, all in one video.
This beer review is brought to you by Man Who Dies on Bike.
It would be so funny too. Oh, it's so good. Don't do it if
They brought back the guillotine just for Joe.
I mean, like, for God's sake, don't do it if it's a real motorcycle. But if it's a crotch-rocket asshole, yeah. Like, if it's Brad, for example, crotch-rocket asshole. Like, if Brad came, yeah, kill him.
I like Brad enough, so I'd ask him if somebody that I don't like could ride his bike, just take it for a quick ride, then do it.
Like his brother.
I have this. Brad hasn't. I mean, he posted a video a couple months ago when he was like in Bora Bora or some shit. He's like, it's 7 billion degrees outside. I'm drinking this shitty beer.
He probably got kidnapped. He probably got kidnapped. Like it's like a tourist.
Are you trying to say that Brad lost his liver?
Probably.
Maybe he's being molested.
His
Have
liver
you
is
ever
kidney.
woken up in a bathtub full of ice?
Yeah, I mean he's probably a victim of organ harvesters and tropical.
Yeah. Have you ever felt that not so fresh feeling?
Yeah. There's a wound where my kidney used to be feeling.
Actually, I don't know if you ever watched The Young Ones, but there was a thing where they were watching.
Whoa! Let's back up there, Paul.
Can we
We're talking the BBC show. We're not talking underage girls. Don't worry.
Okay. Thank you.
Oh, okay. Thank God.
There was this one where they watched a video nasty, and there was this weird thing where there was a devil and stuff, and they talked about a painkiller called Pain Away, and it was like that. And I opened up my medicine cabinet at work to get some shit out of it. And I look at the medicine, the painkiller pills that they had in there was called Pain Away. I was like, holy fuck! Like that, the dumbest name in the world is right there. Oh, it's so good. I wanted to like take a picture of it and post, but I don't think anybody get it. So
after this explanation, I'm still not 100% sure we're not referring to underage
well, I'm not
girls.
really talking to you.
In which case, shame on you, Paul.
Lee, because I just drank a finally legal. If you know what I mean.
Yeah, the Young Ones was actually a fantastic British comedy series in the 80s.
Mm-hmm. Probably one of the best ever.
Yep.
And I love Blackadder.
Anybody notable from that
It's still
show?
better than Blackadder.
I agree. I think it is better than Blackadder has its moments where it can't be equaled, but I think the Young Ones, like through the entire series, was overall better than Blackadder.
Mm-hmm.
Hey,
What was that? What was that, Chris?
Any notable celebrities from that show that are around now?
No.
Rick Mail.
Well, yeah, but really, it's the guest musicians
Stephen Fry.
Yeah.
Stephen Fry did a guest play, like a Hugh Laurie from House did a guest thing on that.
Yeah.
Tony Robinson from Blackadder did a guest thing on it.
Although
Hagrid from fucking Harry Potter.
Hagrid.
Although, like right away, you'd probably recognize like the music guests they had on it more than anything else. Like they had.
Oh yeah. Oh no. They had a that. Our house in the middle of our street, our house, and they had like I can't.
Well, no, they had Motorhead and they had the Damned.
They had the Damned. They had Motorhead. They had Madness. They had what the fuck is that band? Oh God, come on, Eileen to Luton. What is that band? They're fucking horrible.
Excuse me, what now?
Right.
I know the name of the band.
Can you sing again for us real quick?
That
that's Come On Eileen, but who sings it?
Come on, Eileen. Mm-hmm.
I was
Dexter, I believe, or something like that, isn't it?
Well, I know and the funny thing is they got mad at me too. I said, you know what? A lot of music from the '80s suck shit to a straw. And like
Dexy's Midnight Runners.
Yeah, Dexy's Midnight Runners.
Dixie's Midnight Runners. Yeah.
I said Dexter. I was not even close, but kind of.
Dexter played my runner. And you know what? And the thing is,
Dexter sucks after season 3.
A lot of music from the 80s really, really sucked. And I'm
Yep.
sorry.
But a lot of it's really good.
A lot of it's good, but you know what? Most of it that was popular sucked at you at the draw. Like, I was just like, it's bad. I'm like, oh, God.
It's bad, okay, baby?
It's not okay. Even Madness, like I know Rick Mail was like super happy Madness was on, and I listened to their song. I'm like, this sucks too. I'm sorry, it's just bad.
Fantastic.
My friends.
I mean, there's a lot of great music from the 80s. It just wasn't on that show.
Name them right now in order from 1 to 2000.
Well, okay, fine. Be that way. I don't know any.
Just a broad statement. Nah, everything was decent, kind of, but it sucked. That was good.
It's either try to name someone look like a dick, or just say fuck it, I give up. And fuck it, I give it as much a year, even though I know I own all the Merciful Fate and King Diamond albums ever.
Speaking of someone who looks like a dick, what happened to Nick?
I'm pretty sure Dick doesn't look like a dick. That rhymed, but Nick is a dick.
Nick looks like West Dan, and Dan looks like Eastern Nick.
Yeah, pretty much. Spot on.
Yeah. And
I'll
all
argue Nick kind of looks like a fat guy's micro penis.
I don't like to talk about that.
That's not a button on a fur coat. That's my penis.
Mm.
Who doesn't like a penis in their fur coat, though?
But he likes to wear tight jeans and his big penis.
The tightest jeans.
Tightest.
If you had a penis that weighed 78 pounds, you'd wear fucking tight jeans too.
Well, I was gonna say, no matter what you wear, it's gonna be tight. Yeah, I could wear a fucking moo and it's gonna be tight.
There's gonna be a tight erection going on there.
Oh, nothing better than shemales though. You can fuck them and suck them. It's great.
I don't know. I'd argue there's nothing better, but I can understand the appeal.
I don't need pussy. Fuck it. I've been with Nick. I'm not going back.
Nah, I would argue I still kind of like pussy.
Yeah, but you get it all the time from random women, even though you're married. You
Shockingly, I do.
That will stop one day because you know what? You're married.
I mean,
You've been out since you've been married yet, Greg?
What's that?
Have you been out since you've been married and you know what I'm talking about?
yeah, he has.
Well, I cannot comment on this while we're online, but
That means no! You honeymoon's over, baby.
Also, just to specify, when Greg is talking about pussy, he's talking about cats. He's a huge animal lover. In more ways than one.
I am not, because I've fucked 6 cats since today, and I've never had pussy yet.
Hey, how's your kitten, Paul?
You're doing it wrong. All right.
All fucked to death. I put them outside because they are now kitten-like, and they're like cat-like reflexes. They're bubble, and they're jumping around doing things. I'm like, hey, you can go outside now because my house smells. And the nice thing is, I cleaned up my house. I did everything.
Close the door.
The cats are happy. And my dad was over today because he was helping me work on the house. He goes, your house doesn't smell. I'm like, bing, bing, bing. I must have did something right for a change. So I'm a happy guy.
How many chickens are dead?
No, they're all still alive. Everyone, everything.
That's on the kittens.
Everything and everyone is still alive.
Hey,
guess what? It's bike week over at fucking Greg's house.
It's fucking Toronto Bike Week every night.
Every night. It's
Agnes
it's Excite Bike.
And Agnes has gone to bed, so keep it down, guys.
Fuck you.
Number 1, her name is Magnus, and number 2, don't lie to us.
Both of those.
I'm lying to you that she's gone to bed.
I know I never said that. I just said stop lying to us.
All about the shemales and all about the Magnus.
I don't understand.
And for the record, don't ask me to explain why, but women find you more attractive when you're married. I don't know how to explain.
They do, because I got divorced and I can't get one single piece of pussy. I couldn't I couldn't get pussy when I was married, and then I got divorced. And
You
all
should
the
just make a
bitches
video about it.
Yeah,
They-
and all the bitches that thought I was hot when I was married didn't want a thing to do with me after I was divorced. So
when I couldn't have you, you were fucking so hot. Now that I
But
can,
we're okay.
yeah,
You're
maybe
like
if you
a
get me really
1
drunk,
on the
I'll
10.
think about it.
Yeah, you're like a 1 on the 10 scale. If you're rich, I do it, but you're poor, so fuck you. And I'm like, you know what? I appreciate that. At least it's honest. I haven't got laid for months. I'm surprised I'm not banging my head against the wall, except I do that now and again.
Well, you mean your penis?
No.
But then go out and fucking get laid. It's not that hard.
It is when you're a man.
No, it's really not.
Yeah, okay, Greg. If you don't stop talking to me, I'll drive up there and kill you.
And then have sex with you for the point.
and I will fuck you when you're dead.
And then I'm sorry.
And on the way there, he will also fuck Chris.
Come and get me, motherfucker.
Yeah, okay. I will come up there, but I won't kill you. I'll
You'll
just touch you.
You just need someone to cuddle with, Greg.
Yeah, I need a cuddle buddy. I know you sleep alone, cuddle buddy.
And we know you don't snore as bad. No, you actually do pretty bad. Actually, never mind.
Not
I only
as bad
snore
as
when I'm.
Nick,
I only
that son
snore
of
when.
a bitch.
I only snore when I'm. Believe it or not, when I'm actually sleeping like in a bed, I don't snore, but I snore when I fall asleep in a chair.
Oh yeah. No, we're
Well, the
aware
funny
that
thing
you
is,
snore.
when
We're
Nick
balcony
falls asleep
snoring.
in a bed, it actually sounds like he's choking on his massive dick.
Like, maybe he is. Maybe that's the problem with Nick.
Well,
Maybe it's a serious issue.
His mouth seemed to be open. I don't know if it was internally like choking his
Well,
lungs out.
maybe as it was, his dick was going in and out every time it would come out. He was.
Maybe.
Is he starting a chainsaw? What's happening?
That was Nick all my fucking long. And fucking Rhino's laughing at me every time I went, oh my fucking God! Are you serious? I can hear his door is shut and I hear, I'm like, fuck you, man.
That's why you don't
fantastic.
sleep over at Chad's. You go
Yeah, and
to
I
a
learned
hotel.
that very quickly. And
That's why you don't sleep over anywhere Nick is. Period.
Yeah. And I got the Rex Motel the next year, and there was nobody, because some loud motherfucker said nobody.
That's on Matt.
But it was great. And he is a loud motherfucker. He is a little Afflecky motherfucker, but it wasn't him. But at the same time, totally him.
Yeah, well, he's a little bit Affleck.
Mm-hmm.
Not like Ben Affleck.
No, more like the goose.
More like the actual, the fucking insurance company. This is Matt. I'm like, are you saying your name? Matt. And I'm like, oh, I think it's
How
Matt.
does someone that actually
Are you
talks like
burping?
that?
Are you coughing?
No, how does someone that actually talks like that say the word doom?
How does it say it?
I don't know. I don't know how to say it because apparently it sucked more than anything has ever sucked before. However,
Like
year
the beer
2000
doom?
Yeah, but however, 2013 when I drank Doom, it was fucking fantastic. So
Wait, who did he review Doom?
yeah, he put down the thing. He said it sucked like nothing has ever sucked before. So I haven't even seen Doom, and I'm not going to torture myself by watching his videos because that would be sacrilegious. And so I didn't do that. So I just saw his little posts and stuff.
I think there's some around here. I mean, if you don't end up getting any, I'm sure there's leftovers.
Are you trying to touch me?
When am I not? I don't understand.
Well, you don't need to give beer to do that. I'm just saying.
It's true.
And by the way, you need to get back down here because I have that fire, that earth and fire or whatever. Fucking dick.
Are you talking? Are you talking right now?
Wait,
What's
when you say not getting any, you're taking pussy or beer?
Both. And the other thing
At the
is,
same
I
time.
don't. I have the angel share that I'm still saving that we bought, that day. And the other thing is that fire, that earth and fire from Victory, that smoked imperial Scottish ale or something like that. So I have those saved for us.
Oh, he has them saved
Yeah.
for us.
So I'm just saying.
Yeah, I
like,
try and save myself for Joe too.
I was just saying
Oh.
it's okay. Instead of me like pulling out 17 beers and like we need to drink all these and we bought all this, I only have 2
Yeah, future reference.
Two
Next time we
beers.
hang out, I'm bringing like 4 to 6 beers, and that'll be about where it's at. Be like, oh, we could drink these, maybe.
If you bring 3 beers, three big ass beers, I got 2 big ass beers, we're good for the night.
Yeah, or I bring like 4 to 6 12 ounces that are fucking 20%.
Next time we hang out, I'm bringing more growlers of Niagara.
The next time we hang out will be
company.
Will be what?
You kind of
never, because fuck.
flubbed your words there a bit there for a minute, Greg.
No,
Niagara.
his eyes went completely shut and he started talking.
Actually, it's funny. People were giving me shit because I hosted a barbecue / pool party on Saturday.
That was
and
probably
people
fantastic.
Great party.
People were giving me shit because, as usual, I was drinking beer, and I was totally fine. And then me and this other guy who is into whiskey, we started drinking the hard alcohol.
This
and
other guy
like,
and I.
Greg, why are your eyes closed? Why are your eyes closed? Oh my god! I was like,
Because I'm fucking drunk, you stupid fuck.
I have consumed all the hemp beer possible.
That's not giving you shit. That's concern for your safety. I think you should. I think you're confusing the two things.
Actually, no. I did have some hemp beer. No, but then I stopped drinking the hard alcohol and went back drinking regular beer, and
your eyes opened up back up.
So
my eyes open.
Hard alcohol equals you close your eyes, and beer equals you open them.
What kind of party was it? Was it a barbecue and pool party?
Barbecue and pool party.
That sounds fantastic.
For ladies at my work, it was literally.
Wait, for ladies at your work? That sounds. Literally me and like 15 ladies and like 2 other guys. Okay, YouTube. I wasn't invited to this, by the way. I'm just saying, YouTube, listen to me.
You weren't invited.
How much lesbian sex was engaged upon?
Invited.
Joe, Joe, 100%.
Rewind a second.
Joe, listen, there was some. I'm not going to tell you about it online. Go offline. I'll tell you the story.
I will tell you something now.
So, Lee, we're going to have to go offline right now? Now?
No, before you have to hear this. You know how the gods like to laugh at me? Look at me. You understand. And
they do mock you quite a bit, yes.
I was gardening like you do.
Okay. Oh, wait, that's not the funny part?
Oh, your Saturday is better than mine.
It kind of is because I was gardening for my kids. I wasn't doing it for me.
Oh, well, that's not funny. Now, if you were gardening for yourself, that's funny because
meat guy. But I was gardening because the kids wanted to garden, so I was gardening, and I was outside with kids gardening, and
not knowing anything what you're doing.
And no clue. But I will say this. I was being very loud at gardening because I was hitting a lot of stones because my place has a lot of stones. So I'm being loud, right?
No stones. I've never seen any stones.
Shut the fuck up. And then my daughter and I hear this beep, 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 like something backing up, like a work truck or whatever, but we didn't hear a work truck show up.
There's some fat shit.
And she's like, what's this? I'm like, I have no fucking idea. And I said, let's go check it out, right? I'm like, because we're curious, because we hear all this shouting and yelling, like this noise. And,
I'm just picturing it's Matt. Man, this big dump truck. Matt, raspberries, Matt. He just everywhere.
Yeah, I had to stop anyway because of Greg's bullshit. Anyway,
I got a beer here.
We walked up in the woods, which was literally 10 feet in the woods. Joe knows what I'm talking about. We walked 10 feet in the woods, 10 feet at least, and we're just like, what the fuck's going on up there? We saw all these people up there for no reason, and like good dresses, like grays and stuff, nice dresses. And I remember there was a wedding in Millville, right? Mm-hmm. And then all these girls lined up in a big row and put their dresses over their head.
Yeah.
And pulled their asses out. And I just had to immediately turn Morgan around by her shoulders. I'm like, walk her down.
You look this way, Daddy's gonna look this way.
I completely looked the whole time while the girls squatted down and pissed everywhere. But I grabbed Morgan and then just ran her down the hill, and she started asking all these loud questions. I'm like, shut up.
Paul,
Morgan,
Paul,
Morgan,
did
get
you, Paul,
inside.
did you
Get inside. Daddy's got to pull his penis out. Get inside.
yeah, Paul, did you just fucking whip your dick out and start sticking
No,
in each one?
I
one at a
didn't.
time?
Unfortunately, I will say that I love my kids. I love having my kids, but guess what? Yeah, that fucking cock blocked the shit out of me.
Well, you're gonna need to go in the house. Daddy's gonna need 10 minutes or 20 seconds. We'll see.
But I will say
It's been a
one
while for Daddy
thing-
to get in the house.
Yeah. But one thing I will say, if I was alone and that happened, I would have walked a lot closer, turned on the video, recorded all of it, and put it on YouTube.
Okay, no, that's the problem right there, Paul. You should have just went up to him and said, "Hey, how's it going? My name's Paul. Anyone here want to get laid?"
No, you just
Well,
walk
I
up
would've-
to him and do
I
what Chris
would-
did at the beer fest. You can walk up and go, "Hi, my name is Paul, and I have a 14-inch penis." Around.
That's what Greg did to me, and
I remember it was you, Chris. You always blame Greg, but I'm pretty sure you walked right up to him and you're like, "Anyone want to look at my Polish sausage?" And then you actually brought out a Polish sausage. It was really, really creepy.
You know that homely
Roasted
bitch with the blue dress?
Chris is a sick fuck, to be honest.
yeah.
There was this fucking bitch that was 5 foot.
Oh my
nothing.
god, there's 2 Lees.
I could
Never
take
enough
two
Lees.
at
Yeah,
the same time.
it cut off for me right as Paul said that they pulled their dresses up over their heads.
Yeah, they
Oh.
pulled her. I grabbed Morgan and I turned her around and I shoved her. Like we walked down the hill as fast as we could.
He
'cause I
pushed
knew
her
it-
directly down the hill.
He pushed her in the
No,
house.
no, okay. Yeah, people are listening to this. I did not
Just
push
duck and
my
roll.
daughter down the hill. Her and
Listen,
I
there's
walked
nothing
down
wrong
the
He
with
didn't
it.
push her. He gently shoved her in that direction.
And
Wow.
she started asking me all these questions. I'm like, because my eyes are
Nothing
peering the
wrong with a
opposite
child
direction.
learning the birds and the
You know the
bees.
funny thing is like
Basically, he
her
midget
questions,
tossed her.
her questions could have been, "Daddy, why are there naked people randomly in the forest?" And you could have been like, "I don't know." That is a great question. I am also confused at this. I need to investigate. Get in the house.
It was pretty fucking awesome. I just like, and
Yeah, Daddy,
I
why'd your
told-
pants
I
just
told-
shrink?
Basically, I told her, I said, hey, no, they've been drinking and they're silly and they do silly things.
Yeah.
Like, and then basically Morgan the whole day was like, silly drunk people. I'm like, yeah, they're silly drunk people. It's okay, you know.
You should have been
Right.
like, "Yeah, Greg."
Oh, look! It's the guy who doesn't know how to use his
Oh,
Facebook
fucking
message.
ding, ding, ding,
Yeah,
ding, motherfuckers, ding.
Call me about
Ding,
100
ding,
fucking
ding,
times.
motherfucker.
I'm driving home from work. What do you want? Oh, how you doing?
How you guys doing?
Fuck you.
Good. How you doing,
I just
Vince?
dropped my
You're doing
cigar and I don't know where it went.
It's
It
probably, in
probably
your
fell off
vagina.
probably fell off the porch.
Check your
I think it
dick.
did. I'm gonna look.
Hey, Monica, check your vagina. I'm pretty sure it's
See,
there.
I'm starting to wonder now if Radar just he actually does know how to use like Facebook on his phone and he's just trolling us like really
The
badly.
one thing about
I
Radar
do
that
know.
is
I turned it on the other day and I forgot to turn it off. And
the one thing about Radar that's really
yeah.
great, he knows how to use English.
Hey,
Unlike
Radar.
ye.
Yeah, that's true.
How was your lap dance?
what lap dance?
We all want to know.
It was good. It was good.
I can see why you're distracted and you forgot about your phone. Then that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
What are you drinking? Anything?
Nope, nothing.
Very much.
Nope, nothing. Nick,
Not
night,
even
no,
water?
he's just
Not even
nothing.
water?
I think he blew all his money at the
Yeah,
strip.
water. Yeah, I drink water.
Even defeat.
Some pop in can, pop, soda pop. Maybe some lemonade. Maybe some iced tea.
Do you have anything to drink at all, or are you going to
Some
correct
sweet
this
tea?
issue?
Possibly urine.
No, I don't have anything to drink at all. I was working today. I didn't have time to go buy some.
You don't even have like the blood of the virgin.
Let's be honest. When you say go buy something, you mean side launch.
Yes.
They were
Or-
they were
well,
at
that
Chad's
or-
Fest again
That or
with the same. Oh,
That or
Collingwood.
Collingwood.
Yeah, they were there too with the same stuff.
Yeah.
I'm unsure if they make anything outside of their core lineup, but
Hey, if it ain't broke,
hey, a
Don't
lot of
say
people
that.
seem to enjoy it. I was just like, I go buy your stuff in LCBO, but
I'm gonna go piss out my window. See ya.
and that's quoted for truth right there because that's totally gonna happen. I will throw some beer out said window later.
that's 100% accurate what Paul is doing right now.
Well, there was in his screen. He has like a deck, and the screen was missing when I went down to hang out with him a couple years ago, and he was pissing out the window. And after a review, I gave a beer we were drinking out. I was like 7 out of 10 or something. And then I looked at the camera, said, "Yep, 7 out of 10." Just turned around and fucking gunned all the beer out the window. It was great. So 7 out of 10. I would drink again. Wait a minute. I didn't drink even what I had. Yeah, I don't think he kept it in though, unfortunately.
Lots of fish. I don't know where my cigar went.
He probably fucking burned Vin Diesel to death. To death
on their motorbike. Remember that last bike that went by?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You just see some
I
guy
think
running
about-
away from your building on fire. And tomorrow morning, I just
winter's
how much
coming.
you do, Greg? Nothing. Nothing. I went to bed shortly after. No incidents. Oh, this Hougly Live has went a little further than I anticipated.
Yeah, we're gonna end it here very soon.
Are we still live?
Trying to make some
Yeah, we're
money.
still live. Yeah.
I love finishing off.
I'm waiting for Paul to point to someone and be like, "Only you can prevent forest fires."
That's right. No, you were built on an Indian burial
All of a sudden, you're just gonna see flames coming up behind me.
You.
Well, if it's an Indian, if it's an Indian burial ground, fucking forest fires are the least of your goddamn problems at that point.
Yeah, no, it's more like poltergeist.
You didn't move the bodies.
You didn't remove the bodies. You moved the headstone, but not the bodies.
That's some of the best overacting ever in cinema.
You know what? I actually love the show Coach, so that works out well.
Craig T. Nelson.
I don't like sports, but I like the show Coach. It's one of those weird things.
Dude, Coach is a fantastic fucking show.
It's fucking fantastic.
Craig
as
T.
shit.
Nelson is awesome.
Dauber
Dauber is the
I
best.
do not like sports.
M-O-O-N, that spells moon.
Oh. I read that they were gonna. This was like last year that they were gonna bring Coach back, but I think it fell through. I was curious in how that was
They
gonna actually
might,
happen.
they might still do it since how Netflix seems to have this fucking boner for bringing back shitty series now.
You know
because
what?
Netflix just can't do anything
I know
new.
other people didn't like that, but do you ever watch the show Commish?
Yeah.
Because
Yeah,
I
the
like
Commish,
that a
yeah.
lot.
I think they're bringing back Roseanne.
Yes, they
The
are.
fucking
Oh.
bitch.
Fuck, no way.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah.
But this Hollywood has no fucking clue what they're doing, and they don't have any new ideas. It's all a rehash of old stuff, comic books, and like remakes.
Shut up, Canadian.
That's what makes money.
Yeah, I saw The Crow the other day. I'm like, yeah, that was fucking awesome. And I'm like, oh yeah, they're gonna make a new one. Fuck.
Oh, come on, really?
Well,
Yep.
I mean, here's the thing. If they update
They
it, it
keep
might be.
calling me to make a remake.
If they update it, it might be all right because The Crow is one of the most '90s movies ever, and in my opinion, it hasn't aged very well.
I know. I think it's still.
What do you
very
mean?
good.
Like it
I love that
hasn't aged
idea.
very well. I still love it. Like it just okay. I guess I can understand what you're saying. It takes me back to that era when I watch it.
I
That's the
still
problem.
like it. I still like it. Don't get me wrong. I still like it. I think it's a good movie,
They
but
keep
I think
calling me though. Back to the '90s.
Is Paul still fucking slowly morphing into Undertaker? I don't know what's happening.
Yeah, pretty much.
I was trying to figure out who's really starting to look
dog's yard now.
Greg, I want you to rest.
I wouldn't mind having a nice restful night tonight.
Yeah.
Yeah, good luck. You're
No,
gonna
it's permanent. Like you're done. You're done.
You will on the balcony.
What's that?
I don't know how you managed to lose a cigar on your fucking balcony. That's unless you threw it over the side. Like I don't know what's happening.
I love.
Yeah, you might want to check and see if there's a small fire going on over the balcony.
You're like, oh Lord, what's happening?
I
neighbor-
love
cigars.
Listen, I've looked
most
for
of
it,
you
and
guys
I've
are.
get,
Sorry, Greg. Go for it.
What you're gonna get is you're gonna get a hook shot from the people below you to fucking hook a fucking cigar back over behind you.
Yeah, right.
Either that or a grenade.
Yeah.
Fuck you. I love the fact that at my Facebook picture that I put down, my daughter called that her Amish face.
Well,
Like,
Well, that was a very
got an
cute.
Amish hat on.
That was both a very cute and very disturbing picture because you both looked like creepy Amish cultists. So it was,
Exactly. She's like, "That's my Amish face." I was like, "Good for you."
your daughter's a
called her-
smart kid.
We call that the Undertaker back in the day, but I get it. Like that's fine.
Yeah, no, your daughter's a smart kid.
Mhm. She I was about almost about 4 days ago. She chased a deer out of her yard with a knife and fork.
Good for her.
It was pretty
Come
fucking
here, dinner.
awesome. Yeah, she just ran out of the
dinner.
house. She's like, "Oh my god!" I'm like,
I want the tenderloin.
I'm like, that is fantastic. That is
Come back here, food.
I want all the jerky.
You son of a bitch!
My dad needs to turn you into jerky. Come back here.
My dad wants to eat you with his hands and
I
fingers.
will dehydrate you. Ironically, the exact same thing happens when a hooker walks into Paul's yard.
Mhm.
My dad wants to eat you.
And then have sex with you.
Mm-hmm. Well, either
I
way,
mean,
it doesn't
just
matter.
don't look into Paul's secret garden where he's got people planted into the soil and their heads
It's a little
are.
bit like Motel Hell, yeah.
Yeah.
Motel Hell. That was.
I want to tell you right now, before I die, I do use preservatives.
Oh God! The silent shame.
Disgusting monster.
And next thing you're gonna tell me is you buy AB InBev products. You fucking hypocrite.
Oh man,
I just enjoyed Lagunitas' Lagunator, and it
that
was
should be the update of that film. It should be fucking a craft brewery.
I bought AB InBev products.
He doesn't wear a pig's head. He wears like this fucking hipster mask with like a
I've
fucking.
been living a lie. I bought AB InBev products.
I sold out to AB InBev secretly. They've been making my beer for 2 years now.
Oh, the chemicals are in your body. You can't stop it. You're gonna cut it out. Bleed it out. Get the leeches. Oh, thank you, Joe.
Big toast.
Okay, so I think we'll go offline now because we've been almost 3 hours. We're getting close anyway.
Yeah, there's too much shit going on.
Yeah, so we'll go offline and thank you everyone for donating your time and your money to this important disease.
Also, fuck you.
I do have a question.
The
Chloe.
Yeah.
Next week, are you going to do a telethon perhaps for Chris Peters' victim and the woman he killed?
No, can we please do a telethon for the burn victims of my cigar incident?
Well, it depends on. I mean, if that comes up,
Well, the police have to confirm that, son.
Exactly.
Let's be honest. We're doing a telethon for my new channel. That's what we're doing.
Joe Telethon, yeah. Yeah, so we grand total, guys, by the way, before we go off air, we have raised $3.54.
Yeah, motherfucker.
Oh, let's divide that by 3. What's that? Grand total $1 and what? $1.20? No, $1.13 or something.
Are you struggling with your math right now, Chris?
Yeah, I am.
And all
How does
that
$1.13 work if
most
you don't
of
have
that
pennies?
Money got raised after I joined. So I feel like I helped that.
Yeah, Paul really helped
We
us
don't
out,
have
and I'm really thankful for all the people donating and people who are spreading awareness of this terrible disease that's affecting Beertube. And now we're gonna go offline. Thank you. Fuck you. Bye.